actually, the occult means hidden from the uninitiated, and you could say secret from the uninitiated. So.
Being joined by
Occult Priestess, Corinne Wilson, or you can call me Core.
Metamorphosis must happen immediately. The whole world needs to change. Don't we all agree? The whole world needs to change, to be compassionate.
Hello and welcome to Occult Priestess's birthday party stream. And the song you just heard at the end was Kate Bush, and that was a song I lost my virginity to. You're welcome. We have some very, very special guests tonight, an old friend, a new friend, and who knows, maybe some strangers. Are you a stranger? That's okay. You can be a weirdo, but try not to be a stranger because we miss seeing you around here. I had an interview earlier today with Mr. Jason Burmis, and I'm part of the Burmis Brigade, and I'm still kind of hyped up and nervous and floopy from that. I am psychic and sensitive and all, so this is really hard for me. So have some sympathy, have some compassion. Thank you. So I would like to bring on both of my guests who have actually never met each other, and it's like East meets West. It's going to be a lot of fun. So without further delay, we're going to say happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I'm so glad you guys are here. Christy Bray and Mr. Micah Dank, who I call Danka, and he hasn't told me if he likes that or not. So
I'll let it slide.
Woo! All right, because I love Danka. I think it's a little bit Russian. It's a little bit sexy, mister.
Thank
It's
you.
like Dankeschön, you know.
Oh, that's right. She got it. Bing, bing, bing.
Gratitude. Yeah.
So Christy, Micah Dank, Christy, and Christy has watched Micah Dank. And you guys, she's got questions and all kinds of things.
Pleasure.
Just say hi to each other. Do your thing, you New York people.
Pleasure to meet you. Well, I'm a Kentucky girl, but I lived on Long Island for 12 years.
I'm from Long Island.
Yeah. What part?
I'm in Nassau.
Okay. I was near Port Jeff in Mount Sinai.
That's not far. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Long Island.
Yep.
And what are our signs?
I'm a Sagittarius. What are you?
I am. I'll just show you.
Taurus.
I love it.
Live with no regrets. I love it.
No, above it.
Taurus.
Nope.
No.
These are my big three.
What is the first one? Is
Libra.
it Libra? That's what I thought. Libra, Taurus,
Libra,
and
Sun,
Aquarius.
Taurus, Moon, Aquarius rising.
Libra, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Aquarius rising. Very nice.
So he's a double air sign, dude. That's why he can talk and write, and he can write quickly too.
I'm a Sagittarius, Sun, Aries, Moon, Taurus rising.
Nice.
And that's actually it. Then it's all Sag and Scorpio after that. I know.
That's Scorpios where you get got.
Well, and happy birthday, my love. You were such a cute baby. I never saw that baby picture before.
I don't think I've ever shown it. I was tan because I'm a Native American. So a little brown baby.
Yes. Likewise.
And we had greets from the chats. Hello, everyone. And later on, we're going to do some numerology with everyone. So what we're going to do later is add up your birth date, and we're going to have a cheat sheet on the screen. And we're all going to learn about numerology and how the planets are related and what that says about you personally, because birthdays are a time of introspection and retrospection. So I hope that we can all get some introspection together this evening as a community.
So how did you spend your birthday besides the Berman interview?
That was the biggest thing in my whole year, dude. I mean, that might be the biggest thing in the past 10 years. No, it was big for me. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of you out there can relate that you watch someone for years and years and they become your cyber friend. You think in your head that you're friends and that you talk to their spirit. And that's what I do with people I'm big fans of. And I will note that when I heard like certain people that I thought might have been cool because they were around other cool people, if I hear that they've cheated on every girlfriend they've ever been with, or, these kinds of really negative things about them, I'm probably not going to listen to them anymore. So we used to say I'm a prude, but really I guess I like to use the word moral.
I was going to say, have morals.
Yes.
Have standards.
Yeah. I like to try to cultivate the light in my body and make it more and more brilliant and bright. And you can only do that with honesty and all of the sword of truth and shield of virtue and all of those good things. But yeah, Micah, I haven't really had birthdays for a long time since my awakening. Actually, that was when I was let into another dimension, basically, at age 30. And then the earthly birthday thing just kind of went away. But I'll tell you what, I have always cried on my birthday every year. Even one year, I didn't realize it was my birthday and I was crying. And I looked at the date and I was like, oh, it's because it's my birthday. But this year, I have not cried. And I know I'm not going to. And so I know that I'm being loved and supported in ways that I was missing in the other years that I now in Coronaville actually have.
That's pretty neat.
Yay.
Can we talk about our Coronaville birthdays? Like, Danka, what did you do? Like, what was your last birthday like?
My birthday is September 26th. So I'm a Libra, but I'm also a Virgo cusp. What did I do? I went to a friend's house, and all my friends from high school just came over. We had like a big party.
Holy that sounds really fun.
Yeah, it was good.
So it was like music, hanging out, like in the old days, like it was a retro situation.
Exactly.
Oh man, that was cool. Had there been anybody you hadn't seen in a while?
I keep up with all of them. I don't often see them, but I keep up with them. But yeah, that was it. That was also the last day I had a drink too. I stopped drinking after that.
We do love when you bring up recovery,
Yay.
Micah, because I'm going to do a series on recovery. I hope that you will join me for parts of it. That would be amazing. But I went through 12 steps. I think we went through this little dance, you and I, So, Micah, what is your recovery date now? Like, how long have you been sober?
October 3rd, last year. But I'm not in AA. I'm not in recovery. I just stopped on my own, and
I know. It's like, wow. Not everybody needs a ritualistic step system, but I did.
I think, when you are done.
That's what Christy about her smoking.
Yeah, that's what I did with giving up cigarettes. And it's been a year for me with that. So yeah.
Does it bother you if I have cigarettes on?
No,
it's not bother you?
No, not at all. I would still be doing it if, if it didn't stink and if it wasn't expensive and,
And the cigarettes you get at these prices are hella expensive. See, you guys, we're going to have to take a break during the stream because I roll my own cigarettes and I haven't done enough because I've been, crazy with everything going on. But yeah, they're too expensive to afford the regular go to the store way, I think.
Yeah.
What about you, Micah? You can still afford those New York prices?
I'm gonna quit this year, and I know everybody says that, but I just stopped drinking, and it's just like I'm taking on one thing at a time. And I'm gonna quit smoking. I've already got a bunch of the pouches, the nicotine pouches. You can get 20 for $5.
You guys, we have a surprise pop-up guest. This is Addy Ads, and he's just covered I say Ghislaine, I think I say it wrong, the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, and I had an interview with him. And Addy Ads is an amazing journalist. He's one of my favorite interviews I've ever been interviewed on was with Addy Ads because he's so freaking professional. And I invited him to the hangout, but we had like scheduling weirdness, so we weren't sure like what was going to happen. But here he is. Hey, Addy, how are you?
Hey, Karin, how's it going? Thanks for having me on the show, guys. Sorry I'm a little late. I had another show I had to get to, but yeah, it's an honor to be on your channel now.
That's amazing. I'm so happy you're here. So this is the author, Micah Dank. Micah, why don't you tell Addy and the audience a little bit about yourself?
So I am what I like to call an astrotheologer. We all know that the Bible is a bunch of different things. We know, well, the people who've really studied know it's an alchemical book. Know that, where'd they go? Never mind. It's an alchemical book. It's a metaphysical book. It's an astronomy book. It's an astrology book. It's all these things. I focus on astrotheology, and I give interviews. I do podcasts with people, and I explain to them how astrotheology is basically the basis of humanity, and how all these biblical phrases can be decoded that way, and it doesn't matter what book you take. The Quran can be done that way too. The Enuma Elish, the Epic of Gilgamesh, all these ancient holy books are all based on astrotheology, and I go through that. I have a 6-book series, soon to be 7. My 7th book is coming out next month, and my 8th book I'm starting to write soon. I also have a children's astrology book coming out. So I've been hesitant to jump on book 8 because I already have my 7th book that I got to finish up with my publisher. And I've got my kids book that I got to finish editing up and doing that. So, and my publicist right now, we're having the script written for the first book. And we're trying to turn it into a TV series. We're going to be pitching it to a bunch of TV producers and such. So that's basically what I've been doing. That's what I do. I've been all over the podcast scene. If there's a podcast on Twitter, then I've been on it. And that's basically what
now, Ding, ding, ding. Addie, go.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. I'd love to have you on my show sometime, man. Yeah, it's that's fantastic. That's definitely a topic that I'm not too well versed on, and yeah, I'd love to read some of your material and talk about what what you've written about. And
Are you on Twitter?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. I'm at one Addy Ads, ONEADDYADDS. And as Corinne said, I covered the Maxwell trial. I've covered the Delphi murders as far as true crime goes. The Erica Stefanko trial.
The thing about my book series too. Not only is it, I just messaged you, by the way. I just followed you and messaged you.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Not only is my book series about astrotheology itself, but it's about hidden conspiracies and forbidden knowledge that we don't know. So it's a lot of these conspiracies that not a lot of people know. Like I don't talk about 9/11 or the vaccines or any of that kind of stuff. Or Kennedy, for example. But I do talk about hidden ones that not a lot of people know about. And that's basically what I do. My books basically expose things through fiction. I wrote a fiction series.
Oh, nice.
They're basically thrillers. So if like Dan Brown was not writing fiction, it would kind of like be that way. The short reads, but they're very densely packed. I would love to come on with you and do my presentation. If we could do a Zoom call, if we could do a Zoom meeting.
And
anytime, man.
Addie has a Rockfin channel. So give your channel and your other Addie, give all of your socials, please, for us.
Sure. Yeah. My Rockfin is AddieAds, rockfin.com/ADDYADDS. My Twitter, as I mentioned, is one AddieAds, ONEADDYADDS. My YouTube is AddieAds 10 because it's my 10th channel. My other 9 have been terminated or censored, however you want to look at it.
Thank
also
you,
on Facebook, one AddieAds. And then if people want to support me, buymeacoffee.com/AddieAds. Otherwise, my website, personal website, is just AddieAds.1. One spelled out ONE. And then my PeerTube, vid.addieads.us. That's kind of a repository. I'm been kind of sending people to Rockfin more often than not now. But I just got re-allowed to live stream on Twitter, so people can check out my Twitter videos. But Twitter, I usually post my writing. And then speaking of writing, I have a book which came out last year, Public Intelligence, and then my second book is coming out as soon as Amazon approves it, which could be tonight or tomorrow morning. So, and then Substack is my shorter pieces. I also write for the Rundown Live, based in Milwaukee, which is actually my hometown. So, pretty proud to represent my home state in that sense.
Addie Ads, you guys have to check him out. He's freaking amazing. And so, I mean, he's young, and I can't believe how mature his style is. I think he's an old soul. Let me just get it out. He's an old soul. And this is how I catfished or baited Addie to get here tonight. I would like to do a free tarot reading for him on air.
Yeah.
And Christy, I know this, we didn't talk about this, but if you'd like to grab a fairy card or something for Addie as well. And Dank, I don't know if you have any divination, but I'd like to start this because while you were talking, I was shuffling your cards. And so, Addie, there's a couple of questions I'd like to ask, but you don't have to answer them. So I'll get as close as I can. Usually I ask for someone's full birth name.
Okay. I definitely can't give that.
Do you have a nickname that your friends call you besides Addie?
Yeah, people call me Ads, actually.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're talking about Ads. And you don't need to give the year, but give us your birthday /sign.
Okay, so my birthday is the 28th of February, and I'm a Pisces.
Yes. Yes, you are a Pisces. Pisces, you're cute. Right, Micah?
Sure.
Okay.
He says sure.
What are you again, Micah?
I'm a Libra.
Libra. I don't know why. I can't get that in my head. I don't know many Libra males.
Can I just say, Erin made a comment. She said the speed in which Mike writes is amazing. Makes me think he's channeling. That's what I do. Because I'll go there with notes and I'll start typing. Then the conversation will just download into my head. And then I'll just shoot it out onto the screen. And like I mentioned, my first book took 2.5 years to write because I was just so nervous and I was trying to fix it and edit it and make it perfect. My 7th book took 19 days. So,
yeah. Has Erin's energy reached out to you yet? Because she emails me. We know each other now. But think about that. So Addie, because we're doing this. Addie, do you have a question? Or would you like me to just look at generally? And that's totally up to you.
Oh, yeah, generally. Yeah, let's go generally.
Okay, then I'll just do a Celtic cross, which is very normal. Is this I think this isn't your first time, is it?
I think it is, as far as I can remember.
That's sexy. So you're losing your virginity right here, right now.
Yeah, here we go.
But
let's do it.
Who better to do it? Who better? So what I'm going to do is I run my hand up and down these cards and I ask you to feel like when I should cut them. So you can close your eyes if you're one, but I'm running my hands up and down the cards and then you tell me when to cut.
Okay, go ahead and cut.
Okay. Oh, the Emperor. Holy crap. That's great. That's great news, Addie. Wow. The Emperor is a major arcana card. You see, he's on a throne. He's holding the world in his hand. And he also has the Ankh, right? Which is a symbol of eternal life. Old soul. Old soul. So this is usually the next year of the life that you're living right now. Like your next hero's journey theme is the Emperor, which is to take ownership of your life and your will. And I hope that everyone turns their will over to the divine will of God, because God's writing the coolest play ever and we should probably take part and not write our own damn script. However, this is where you're headed. This is where the fates see you headed. And it is all about your will. So if you're going to do some spiritual research, I would say you need to look up the human willpower. My last name is Wilson. I've learned a lot about this. Or the divine will of God. Okay, cool. All right, so that's good news. Everybody, good news for the Emperor, number 4. And I think that's ruled by Jupiter. Okay, so we're going to do a Celtic cross. I've never done this either on live stream, Addie. So we're both losing our virginity together without touching.
Wow, this is a big moment for sure.
Spiritual virginity.
Ooh, and he's so much younger than me. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed. I don't assume people's ages.
Well, it's my 48th birthday, me and Alex Jones today.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday to you both. I actually didn't know that.
Thank you. And Alex, thanks you. I have a psychic phone line to Alex. I'm teasing. So on you right now presently is the 6 of Swords, which is travel. And when are you ever in the same place twice? I mean, you do travel a whole lot. And this can be physical travel. But I'd also like to dig just one level deeper and ask about your dreams. And if possibly there's been any traveling, astral projection, or big theme in dreamland at all.
Like what dreams I've had recently? Or
yeah, anything that like really like boom, I have to remember that kind of thing.
Sure. Wow, that's hard to say. I mean, I gotta say, like, since the end of the Maxwell trial, I guess I don't know, like, my life has definitely it's just continued to change at a pretty rapid rate, I would say, more so like a faster rate than I'm used to.
Yeah. Did you see a trajectory? Do you feel a momentum?
Yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm trying not to lose the momentum, you know?
No, I don't think you have to worry about that, mister. What your obstacle is is the Seven of Pentacles, which is you have a hard time stopping to check your work and check your progress and make sure there aren't bugs eating all the plants in the garden. You work so hard that I guess it's a quality control on the surface. But what it is that to stop, appreciate, there's a song here, collaborate and listen. Chrissy, what song is it? It's Vanilla Ice. But really, if you listen to that song, it'll actually help you. Can we get a title up in here?
Ice
Addie,
Ice
you know
Baby.
this?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Addie, that is your song for chilling. Ice, ice, baby. Because it's still like a boom, boom. You're still doing it. That's right. It's Under Pressure by
Yes. Queen.
John Lennon and
which is such a better song.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
it's
but
not
hey,
even
man,
close.
Yeah.
God is the DJ, and I do not argue with the DJ, man, at all, ever. So, dude, Addie, that's your chill song to say, hey, I need to take stock and make sure that everything really is in its place and everything. It's more of a check-in with you, dude. And so I would say I would love for you to start meditating, even if do you at all meditate? Like chill, shut up, and try to get quiet?
Yeah, not really recently as much as I should. I guess when I was in college, I was somewhat disciplined about it. I think I went like 65 days in a row. So it was a decent streak, but I did notice like a cumulative effect from it. But I try to, but I should be more disciplined about it, I think.
Addie,
Well,
can I
it's
give
all
you?
about.
Can I give you
Sorry.
oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, can I give
Well,
you?
it is my reading.
I'm sorry. Can I jump in real quick?
Please, I'm totally
Okay.
kidding.
Okay, good. What I do is I don't meditate because I can't get to that kind of quiet place. But what I do is I fire gaze. So what I do is I have candles and I'll light them. If they're lightly scented or whatever, it doesn't really matter. What you do is you light it and just stare at the flame. Just stare at dancing for 20 to 30 minutes. It opens up your third eye. Very much so.
He
It
wants
helps
you to do
undo
focal point.
Right. And that's why when people build bonfires, they have fires in the backyard. Everyone's having a good time. Everyone's like relaxed.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Fire just activates the pineal gland, which we're
Well,
so
Addie-
poisoned with. Yeah.
Addie
Yeah.
can't always do an open flame because he's a man on the go. So for the visualization, there's videos on YouTube and stuff too, that just are like flowers opening up 100 billion times and with wooey music. That could be a focus tool. Yeah. So your goal or destiny, Addie, this is usually again in the next year or so, but I'm saying this is going to come up actually for you within the next 6 months. It is the opportunity to start bigger, your own thing bigger. This is what it's the Page of Swords, communication, air. It's the page because it's just starting. It's just beginning. It's not the king or the emperor or all that, but it's like an apprenticeship, but apprenticeship stage. But I think that you're going to get your own, I don't know what to call it, but, I don't know what to call it. It's not you already have your own business. You already have your own channel, but this is like something else. So is this ringing a bell? Because it's really for the whole year. I don't know if you already know about something like this.
Possibly. I can't really talk about it.
Don't, because it's really not here yet. But I'm just telling you, it's coming. I'm confirming.
I hope so.
You.
I hope so.
Yes, it is. And that's going to put you more in the emperor seat. But what you got to do is remember, even though you got your big pants on, you're still just the Page of Swords. You're still learning. You're still in training. And, to keep that kind of in mind that not everything's going to be perfect and blah, blah, blah. So,
of course. Yeah.
The past month, like 30 days or so, you've got the 10 of Swords, which is a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, need a vacation. The worst is over, which I think is maybe the trial and all that crap. It's all over. But there's like a period of time where you need to get back to yourself so that you're not mentally disturbed.
Sure.
Which I think we already covered with meditation.
Right.
Over the next 30 days, so this is coming up the next 30 days, the Hierophant, which is a major arcana card, he is Saturn or Chronos, timing. This is about timing, but it is the two things. It's the opportunity to teach and to be taught. So, ooh, interesting. There might even be something because of the card back here, which is in a Celtic cross. These cards are whatever. People know what I'm talking about, who know what I'm talking about. There is an opportunity to tie up any loose ends with any old loves or ex-girlfriends or anything crap like that. Clearing out the relationship bin, I suppose. And I think with that, emotionally, you're going to grow over the next month, and that's what you really need. But you're also going to be presented with opportunities, some sexual and some business. So nothing to worry about over the next month, I guess, is what I would say, except for the authority of the Hierophant, which is you better get your timing right, buddy. You better know what you're doing, and you better get your timing right. Okay?
Okay.
Do you have a
good.
comment?
Yeah, that's good advice. Wow, yeah, thank you. I just want to say thank you for that, Corinne. Yeah, I think that was helpful. Yeah, I'm probably gonna re-listen to this tomorrow.
Well, we're not done. I'm going to have you and me now for the rest of the reading, and it's almost over, guys.
Okay.
But I take a lot longer with actual clients.
Sure. And please do book her. Send her an email.
Oh, thank you, Addie.
Of course.
Okay, so in your subconscious, the subconscious realm is our dreams, but it's also what we keep in the back of our heads, like the voices. Repeating recorded voices that always repeat, sometimes from childhood even. But it says that you have, like, in your subconscious, you're not stuck there, but you do have a million TV stations going on all at once. That's what it looks like to me. And that usually is someone who has a mark of genius, but that's probably also why it's difficult, why you need meditation, because you do have you are plugged into so many souls on this planet. You are hearing so many radios and everything in your spirit, in your soul. Thank goodness you don't actually hear it. But sometimes at night when you go to bed, you might hear the collective. But you're a player here, and they know it. What I mean by that, you got stuff to do in this lifetime, and you're being watched. How about that? And you're watching too. That's the point. In your subconscious, there's so many TV monitors. It's the only thing I could put it as, but that is what's going on there. And that's why meditation is needed. Emotionally, you have the full. Happy Valentine's Day, you full. A full for love.
Oh, okay. And what does that mean?
So on your heart, the full is like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is the white rose of innocence, dude. It's the most beautiful place to be in when we're talking about love in the heart, right? It's like, I'm not trying to make things happen. I'm not trying to manipulate people and put everybody over in this situation or anything like that. It's like, I'm free. I'm glorious. Love is love, And I think that the full, I guess maybe an American would think, oh no, I'm a fool. That's a bad thing. When actually it's an adventurous Peter Pan, beautiful, wonderful thing. Addie has been lost in the ocean.
I'm trying to fix my lighting here so I look less foolish. There we go. Wow, that's good to hear. I don't know. I wouldn't have guessed on that one, but I could see it. I know the timing on this is weird. It's like speaking of timing.
And then the last card, and then we'll bring the other guests back. I'm sorry to leave them hanging. Is the 9 of Swords, and that's fire, my friend. And this is you, the warrior. You just got out of the Maxwell trial. Oh, holy fuck, man. Give me a bandage for my head. Hey, can I chill, please, for a minute? And this means having been in a state of defense, because you were at spiritual war, dude. And this means, having been through this battle and fearing that another battle is coming. So it's like just always being in a state of defense. Like, what's going to happen next? Even though you're just eating Cheerios at breakfast. So that's hypervigilance. And part of that is always going to be with you because it's part of your personality and you need that to keep up spidey senses and all that. But I think that you might have, this is what's coming up for me. Yes, you're going to have a paranoid time in about a month and a half. I might be off on the time a little bit, but you're going to get paranoid. When you do reach out to me, I will set you straight, but it's going to be a little haunting. So maybe put it in your calendar a month and a half from now, please, that you're going to be feeling like something's going to happen, something's dropping, something's going on. And the priestess will call you back to this world and set you right. And of course, for free, because you're doing the good work, dude. You are doing the good work. So there you go. Comments, please.
Yeah, thank you, Corinne. That was great. I mean, I don't know if you could tell, because I guess I can be somewhat inscrutable sometimes, but you definitely affected me there. You know, like emotionally resonant. So
we did good. This is justice for your justice heart and where you just came from and everything. And I want you to know that when you do these things, when you do these heroic, I'm calling them heroic things, even though you just think you're a journalist is my job. This is your soul's purpose. And when your soul is doing your purpose, then heaven smiles and loves you so much more and becomes a big fan of you and your work. And it doesn't, even though you're probably going to be rich and all that, it doesn't mean you're going to. You know, it doesn't mean that it sets your material life up. It sets your spiritual life up. And that you are going towards the emperor. You're going to be King Midas. And I'm so happy to know you.
Wow. Well, that is very high praise, Miss. Thank you. Thank you so much, Corinne. And yeah, let's do this again sometime soon. I'd love to have you back on my show again.
I would love that, Addie. All right, guys, come back in. Addie didn't say, you know, do you want to chill? Do you want to go? Either way, I know you're busy.
I would love
man.
to chill another time, but can I take a rain check? I actually have to. I have to take off again. I'm like skipping from one show to the next here.
I'm so glad you popped in. You are a little ray of sunshine.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
It was
Please,
really nice. It was really
want to have
nice
me on again? Just reach out.
It was really nice meeting you, Addie. I shot you a message. Let's get together at some time soon.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. Yeah, let's do it. And likewise, Miss Bray. I'd love to connect again. Yes. Stay frosty, guys.
Stay frosty, chill, vanilla ice.
Ciao.
He's got to ice, baby. I forgot he said stay frosty, and I always meant to ask him what that meant.
Chill.
Then the vanilla ice came. That's hilarious that all came up together like that. Isn't that weird, Danka? Isn't that strange? Come on, that's high strangeness. You write about it. You're gonna put that in your book.
I like it when you say.
Your friend Aaron in the chat keeps saying the most wonderful things.
Aaron is a love. You go ahead. You can read that for us, Micah.
Micah, I totally feel like you've been through some shit and recently come out on the other light positive side. Your light is shining, transforming. Reach out to me on social media. I'll send you some of my work, and then we can definitely conversations.
Yeah, I can. Micah, if you give me your email, I can give it to Aaron.
Sure.
If you want that.
Yeah. Or you can reach out to me on social media.
I'm not sure how much social she's on.
Okay, I'll give you. Yeah. Well, you have my email, right? Don't you?
I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. No big deal. We'll figure it out. We'll get it going. But yeah, I'm going to be meeting with Aaron about Tracy Twyman. So that's happening.
Yay.
Yay. Here you go.
Who is that? Eternum Regnum. I am a truth seeker. Any tips? Recently investigating the light system.
Well, I would think that is such a broad question that I would think that we should narrow that down a little bit. Exactly. Thanks, Aaron. What specifically are you looking for? Are you looking for the truth behind religion? Are you looking for the truth that's hidden from us in society? What are you seeking? What are you looking for?
This person wants hard evidence, and hard evidence of the metaphysical is impossible. That's why Ghostbusters can never be real. Sorry, kids. Until the dimensions collapse. All right, I'm corrected. Until the dimensions collapse, then we can have Ghostbusters all day and all night. But really, looking for physical, tangible of the mystical is one of the fallacies of the New Age movement. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely. There's circumstantial evidence.
Oh my God, Christy, I am so sorry that you had a card for Addie. Did you pick a card for Addie?
I did have a couple cards for him.
I'm so sorry. Will you please
That's
do
okay.
that real quick? He'll see it. I'll send it to him. So sorry.
The first one was practice, practice, practice.
I think you got that.
Yes, with daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. Ask for what you want. Let the universe and other people know what you need. And then this one just actually fell out. It was the goddess Tiamat.
Tiamat.
You are stronger than you think. And then I don't even know where this deck came from. And I have never looked at it, but it's Advancing Life. And it is super cool because there's all these really awesome fractals and change your programming came up. How cool is that card? It's like all the elements, like air, fire, water. Very cool. And angels.
Oh, that's
angels came up. That's all I got.
Well, I think that we can both pick a card for our other guest. Are you up for it, Micah?
Eternum wants to see a person levitate.
Right.
Me too. What was that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Who is that guy?
Is Aleister Crowley's birthday near your birthday, Micah?
I don't recall.
Because he was a cusp, like you.
Yeah.
Same cusp.
I have a lot of peaceful energy, though, because I'm a cusp on the Virgo side. So you have the woman, you have the serenity. And I'm also Libra, ruled by Venus, the goddess of love. So I tend to be a very pacifist person. I'm a very peaceful person.
Well, out of 5 cards, Micah, you got 3 majors. And the answer is the Emperor, which we just got for the other gentleman. So I am attracting emperors. This is good news. But so the Hermit, which is with money, which is right for money. I mean, that's so flippin' obvious. There's nothing more obvious than that. You get quiet and you write and you make money. But what's also here, what new developments, is the moon. And this new development is writing more intuitively. Even though you believe you're an intuitive writer, there are higher vibrational levels to hit to get past, the lower ones.
You want to know what's
that you can channel from?
You know what's interesting too? As I'm writing, as the books come through and the later ones, like 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, as these come along, I have all my notes for them, right? So I know what I want to write in them. But I end up not using all of them. And sometimes I write 3 or 4 or 5 chapters without using one note. I really feel like I'm channeling this stuff at this point.
I think you are, because this is what it says, is that a new level of channeling, a new layer will be available to you as your act continues to be cleaned up. Then everything else also gets up, if you know what I mean. That was a double entendre.
Yes, it was.
That's what she said.
That's what she channeled. I didn't say that shit.
That's what she channeled. Can I start saying that? That's what she channeled.
Yes, it's a great t-shirt. No, we can't be responsible.
What an eternity. It could also be maybe really mess a person up if you were to observe levitation and maybe not be ready for that, I suppose. I'll share a story with you guys. Since it's your birthday, I'll share a very personal story with you guys. I'll bare my soul with you guys.
And Christy also has cards for you, Micah.
Yes. Some of you have read my work. About 10 years ago, 9 years ago, 2013, I hadn't written any books. And I came across the science of astrotheology, and I fell deep into it to the point where I was in a mental hospital for 3 weeks because it just blew my mind and it shattered everything that I knew. And it absolutely destroyed me. I was never religious growing up, but my family was very religious, and just seeing astrotheology until I started decoding it myself, basically. So what happened was I had this idea to write a book, and while I was in the hospital, they had those little blue books that they give you in school to like write essays. I had that. I don't even think I had a pen, to be honest with you, because you can't have like pens or shoelaces in mental hospitals. So throughout all the medication that they tried to put me on and everything, I think I had the books. I had a stack of these books, and I had a crayon, and I wrote my first book in the mental institution. And when I came out, I was broke.
I love that. I love that. That's amazing.
And when I don't share this with very many people, but eventually it's going to come out. But basically, I left. I didn't have any money. I didn't have any work. You know, I was living, you know, the ex that I was with someone else at this point. So I had nowhere to go. I stayed with a family friend, but I had my first book. And I just, when I got to a computer, I just transcribed it all onto it. And then it took me another 2 years. But after 2 years, I finally got an agent. And then it took me another 2 years after that I got a publishing deal. And I know that the kind of stuff that I teach shatters people's paradigms, especially if they're religious. So what I end up doing is I end up really holding their hand in my lectures that I do, in my PowerPoint presentations that I do. I really hold their hand and I walk them through it slowly, and I'm trying to be very loving and reassuring because I know it destroyed me, but it just made me stronger. But absolutely, if you're not ready for it, that's, again, this goes back to what Corinne was saying too, is that if you're going to deal with the metaphysical and you're going to deal with the supernatural or what we think is supernatural, if you're going to deal with that, you need to do yoga, or you need to fire gaze. You need to keep yourself grounded. Otherwise, you're going to fly into the atmosphere like I did. Then you're going to have to get brought back to Earth.
Now,
so I just want to share a little story with you guys and let you know that's basically how my writing career got started.
I love that. And
Thank you for sharing. Thank you.
Christy knows why I love that too. And before I tell my story, I want Christy to tell Micah about his cards.
Let's see here.
I have a story about things getting physical, you guys. So hang in there.
Well, I don't know about these. I don't know if it's the fairies for you, although potentially the
He's
easy
more of a
does
Viking.
Right. We need to go to the Dragon Fae.
Yes.
Easy does it. Stop trying so hard to control everything, and all doors will open for you.
Control is an illusion.
100%.
You really think you're in control? I think you're crazy. Okay, so that's going to bring me into my story real quick. If you want to grab another card afterwards, that's great. So Mike was telling you that he had an awakening. He got some information and it popped him open, right? And that was around age 30 because Mike and I both woke up around age 30. And this is a different kind of waking up because I was woke. I was a Wiccan priestess, dude. I was Buddhist. I was all these things already. This is when my spirit guide dehypnotized me from this world. And I saw the real world. And I saw the world through spirits, my soul's eyes as well, without my ego. So as far as things getting physical, that did happen to me. metaphysical, physical. It's only happened once, but that took away any kind of lust of result that I may have had to want to manifest things out of thin air. I'm sure I love Milarepa, who is a Buddha, my Buddha, and he was a miracle man. He would manifest things out of thin air. And I knew in Buddhism, this was a possibility. However, during my Kundalini awakening, which put me in the mental ward as well, Micah, I had an event, an occurrence. I was with God, the angels, my guides. Sometimes John the Baptist would come over. It was like my apartment was alive with the higher realm. And I was told to look at my finger. And I did. And when I look at my finger, I was like really looking at it, because you're in spirit's eyes, you're in human eyes, you're in all these layers. And I saw and felt the vibration, number one. And then I saw a spark of light. And then there was a ladybug on my finger, alive, well, beautiful, a miracle, a literal miracle. No one was there, of course, just me and all those people up there. And that literally happened. So because that happened, I was touched by God and knew. And that's what it feels like. It feels like the whole universe goes away and it's just you and the divine. And I wish that everyone not only has moments of that, but eventually that becomes their reality. So yeah, that really touched my soul, you guys. And it can be physical. But when I was over with the Russell Brand people, Russell said that he saw all the yogis manifesting things, and he indicated that it was a trick. And everything I've ever seen, like the Man on the Moon, that story about Latka from Taxi, he went to go get his cancer healed, and you see a sleight of hand in the operation. So there's a lot of tricksters out there, especially we're Westerners, we're ignorant. People take advantage of that. Western mystics, fakers take advantage of that. So be very careful of who your guru is, and only God can give you a guru, and not everyone's going to get one. All right, cool. Christy.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you have something for Micah?
I have some cards here. From the Dragon Fae, we have the Lovers at the Feast. Conscious, aware eating.
Oh, so he took care of his drinking, and now we're talking about eating.
Well, I'm a Taurus moon, so I struggle with that all the time.
I think, and when I went through yoga school, everything is yoga, right? Everything can be yoga if you do it mindfully, doing the dishes, everything, So this is, I think, a message for all of us, but for me too, because as much as I work and on the go, it's like sometimes I'm just like, I need to get in some calories, and I'm just going to inhale this food and then get back to doing, taking care of all the things. So we just, if we can, take our time, and then also everything, everything becomes yoga, everything can become a meditation, but thanking the food, thanking God for the food, where it came from, thanking the people that, made it for you. If you didn't make it yourself, all of that puts that extra intention. Whenever I used to host Thanksgiving all the time, and I would sing mantra to my turkey as I was cooking it, and my family would tease me about it relentlessly. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Just you wait until you eat this turkey." Okay. And yeah, they had nothing to say when they ate the turkey. They were just like in a trance. It was the best turkey ever. But then we also have Morgan Le Fay healing.
Christy knows this card well. You have
healing, which I think goes hand in hand with the conscious, aware eating. using, because food is either poison or medicine. So
I try and every time I get a reading, right? Every time someone does my chart, they point to the Taurus moon, and my Taurus moon is like fixed in the middle of it. So they're like, food has always been a problem, and I've always been an impulsive person when it comes. See, I never really had a problem with alcohol. It's not like I craved it. That's not it. But like, I'm sitting here, drinking soda or iced tea. I'll have 5-6 cups. If it's a beer, I'll have 5-6 cups. If it's water, I'll have 5-6 cups. If it's food, I'll just shovel it down. I've really tried to like subdue my passions and try and relax when it comes down to that.
Well, that's all about. It's all about filling a hole, right? It's filling a void. But when you woke up, then that will expose everything, and then you get back. You eventually get on track, and then you start the real path, which you're totally on now. And now you're going to be chided into submission in the way of a spiritual warrior, right?
That's
Because
what
I lost over 80 pounds. I did the torture diet, and I don't recommend it to anyone. I call it the torture diet, but it's HCG diet. And that's really the only way I could have lost weight. And that is the level of discipline that I needed to hit. Like as a ninja, I needed to hit the most basic level of discipline, and we did. Also, I was also told by my guru that smoking isn't a big deal and that I never have to give it up. So I'm not even worried about that part, because she wasn't a Westerner. She gets it.
Yeah.
But in America, there's so much shame put on people for just little things that get them through the day, not drugs and bad things that hurt our body and take us to an early grave, but just little treats that we can look forward to. And that is about parenting ourselves, isn't it, guys?
Definitely. Well, and the thing there's many things with smoking. Part of it is the ritual. Part of it is, the oral fixation for sure. And, having a cigarette instead of having a candy bar kind of thing. But it does work on that part of your brain that is a reward. It releases those chemicals. So, which is why you want the cigarette after you finish a task. You're giving yourself that reward. So and one of the ways that I quit smoking was to just do something else. Like every time I wanted a cigarette, then I would do the dishes or I would run the vacuum, or, and my house was super freaking clean for a while because, I would do the dishes and I would be like, well, I should have a cigarette. And, because I just finished this one thing. And then I'm like, nope, just go do another thing. Until, I didn't want it anymore, and really once you get past that first 2 weeks, you're golden.
Right.
The nicotine's out of your system, at that point it's just, and I'm not saying, even recently too, like when I've just been super frustrated, I'm like, if there was a cigarette here, I would totally smoke it. But thankfully there's not. So.
Hey guys, we're at the 1 hour mark, and I think we should collaborate and listen, right? I got it finally.
Nice. Yes, I did. Can I ask Micah a question, a clarification from something you said earlier about that you can't, in meditation, you can't get to the quiet space? Is that what you said?
See, it's strange. It's strange when how I basically explain it, because when I lie down and I close my eyes, I could fall asleep in 5 minutes. It doesn't matter if I slept for 12 hours or 5 minutes. If I were to just close this computer right now and put my head down, I'd be asleep in 5 minutes.
I'm the same way. 30 seconds though.
To get to that.
I'm not like either of you.
Yeah. And like when I get up in the middle of the night, because I get up a few times to go to the bathroom to pee, because I drink a lot of fluids during the day. I go right back to sleep. You know, I don't have a problem with that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
In between of like sleeping and consciousness, I need a focal point, and my ADD is too crazy that if I were to just sit here, my mind would start running. You know, that's why I fire gaze, because I can keep focus. You know, I can keep my eyes on it, and it helps. It is a form of meditation. You know, it really does work. I haven't quite built myself up to sun gazing yet.
If you do that, it's you know, sunrise and sunset only while it's still orange.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. But everybody's mind, everybody has that monkey mind. So don't beat yourself up if you try that.
He's gonna get
method.
There.
If you try that method again, you know, like treat those thoughts, because thoughts are going to come in and out. That's what they do. You know, you just have to treat them like clouds passing.
Isn't it strange though? Because I feel like there's two different kinds of thoughts. I feel like there's the thoughts that you're consciously thinking about, and you're like you're writing a storyline in your head, and you're jumping consciously from one thought to another. And then there's the other kind of thoughts that just get downloaded into your brain, where something random just pops up, or you wake up out of a sleep and you're thinking of something completely random. I feel like there's two different narratives going.
You don't know the difference between your own ego and the muses, is what you're saying. And I just want to say really quick for Crystal K, tobacco is like sage. It's a baneful herb, and it gets rid of the ickies, and that's why so many psychics smoke. Okay, so you guys, I want to take a break. We're going to do my favorite artist. We're going to watch one of her videos while the rest of us can go potty and powder our nose. And what does Micah do? Feed a bulldog? I don't know. There you go. So we'll see you back here right after this beautiful Kate Bush video. We love her. I love her very much.
Yes.
She's my favorite artist. And yes, Christy is also a huge fan. And then we're going to take us off the screen, and then we'll see you in just 4:56 is when we will see you. Okay, let's see. How do I make that big? Yes.
It doesn't hurt me, yeah, yeah. Do you wanna feel how it feels? Yeah, yeah. Do you wanna know that it doesn't hurt me? Yeah, yeah. Do you wanna hear about the deal they're making? You. It's you and me. And if I could, I'd make a deal with God, and I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. See if I could.
Love that part. Let's give it up for Kate Bush, y'all. Running up that hill, a deal with God. All righty then.
A round of applause.
Can I tell you, I've heard 2 other versions of that song that I absolutely love. One is from Placebo. It's like a slow down version.
Oh, we know every version of that song ever made.
And I
Do
like
we?
the version of
I do.
I like the version of that Elastic Band does, that little techno-y kind of remix of it.
That was fun. That was a fun one, at least because they made it different. You
Yeah.
know, it wasn't just a remake. It was, hey, let's make Kate Bush on acid. Okay.
I don't think I've heard either one of those.
Are you
check it
serious?
out.
What's the Kate Bush on acid one called?
They're all called Running Up That Hill.
Right, but you know the band.
Yes, one of them is Placebo.
No,
Mhm.
I don't like that one.
The other one is Elastic Band.
Elastic Band.
That reminds me of John and Yoko, right?
The Plastic.
They had like some Plastic Ono band, wasn't it?
Yeah. But what I wanted to tell you about, I wanted to just finish my thought about the thoughts. The thought about the thoughts. You know, you have to just treat them like clouds passing by. Like, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
I'll pay attention to you later.
Right.
And just, you know, let it keep floating by.
Right.
And don't get aggravated by the fact that it came through. You know, like it's gonna come through.
Right.
And then eventually those spaces.
Do you know there's people that exist that don't have internal monologues?
I don't know what's wrong with those people. I mean, you know,
you know that's a thing, right?
Yeah.
Unless they're yogis.
Yes.
Which is cool.
Right.
Right. No. I'm talking about just everyday people that are not spiritual, not nothing, but they don't have like inner thought.
I mean, I at times have multiple thoughts, you know, like I
think on dimensions. I think I could think of 3 things at once, like have 3 conversations in my head at once.
Yes. I can be chanting mantra in my mind.
Yes.
And still be thinking about something, you know, like I'm chanting the mantra to try to occupy my mind on that thing. You know, it's like when I was a kid and I was in school, like I would listen to music or have the TV on while I was writing an essay, you know, so that I could occupy that part of my brain. So yeah, I'll chant mantra in my mind, but then I'll be totally thinking about something else that's, you know, like plaguing me at the time.
Right.
And it's like, just stop. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know, I do have quiet times too, but I don't know what it would be like to always like it. That feels very robotic to me. Like you're just making the donuts.
That's a great way of putting it.
Corinne, I sent you in the private chat.
I did. I just saw that, like literally just now. So thank you.
My email address. You could share it with everyone.
I can?
Yeah, share it with everyone. I can't because I can't comment because I'm not logged in. Otherwise, I would have by now.
Okay, I think I can do this, buddy. All right, I was gonna let us listen to a clip of this. Whoops, I put it in the wrong window.
Is this the Elastic Band version?
You see it?
Kind of. I can't really read it.
Okay, yes, it is.
Yes,
So
it is.
Here we go.
It's a good
And
song.
I'll get your email.
Yay.
Yeah, yo.
I really like this version. I really do.
So much fun.
Got a good beat. You can dance to it.
If I only could make a deal with God, I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building. If I only could make a deal with God, I'd get him to swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, no problems. It doesn't hurt me. Do you want to feel how it feels? Do you want to know that it doesn't hurt me? Do you want to hear about the deal that I'm making? Don't want to hurt me, but see how deep the bullet lies. Unaware I'm tearing you asunder. Ooh, there is thunder in our hearts. Swap our places. Be running up that road, be running up that hill, be running up that building.
Whoosh!
If I only could. It doesn't hurt me. Do you want to feel how it feels? Don't want to hurt me, but see how deep the bullet lies. Unaware I'm tearing you asunder.
Hi, guys.
There is thunder in our
It's all right. I love techno, but this, I don't know, seems a little generic in their beats. But
Well, it was made like 20 years ago.
Yeah, it's old.
Oh,
I'm saying
okay.
it's original
All right.
shit.
okay.
I was
That's the
listening to this in
original.
college in 04.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is an old song.
It's interesting. I don't know. Like, I'm like, that's the original shit. And all of a sudden I'm thinking of cocaine, which I've never ever even been in the room with cocaine in my life. But apparently those are equated, the original shit. So, Christy, we have
Yes.
a request. I'd like to say hi to Bam VFX. He is on Twitch. And Bam, I know you can't do links in the chat, but you could give us your Twitter and Twitch if you like. Just put spaces in between them or whatever. But yeah, Christy, you have a fan, and he actually has his own Twitch channel. He's an artist.
Nice. Awesome. What are my socials? I am on Facebook, Christy Bray, just Christiebray.
I'm gonna add you right now.
Yes, please. I think we might actually, Michael, we might already be friends.
You found me already.
I am Fairy Archer on Instagram. FAERYARCHER. And I think I'm on Snapchat also. I'm a technophobe, so I'm not on many things. Never thought Joan Osborne would have shown up years later singing for the dead. What?
I didn't know that.
Hmm.
So Illuminati, man, he knows a lot of stuff. He might have to come on a show.
I love Joan Osborne. I love her. I'm surprised.
Illuminati said, "Hey, man, make this video of Roger Waters from Pink Floyd saying that he loves Dr. Fauci." And so, because it was a rare video, so I went ahead and made it and reposted it up on Rockfin. And it's one of my most popular videos. So thank you, Illuminati. You totally rock. Yay, he's been clean.
Wow.
And
Speedballs every day.
also, Micah Dank got some love for knowing 2 versions of that Kate Bush song that were not Kate Bush.
There's another one that I feel is definitely more recent. This Meg Myers.
Have
you heard that one?
How recent? Like 6 months recent?
No, like maybe 2 years, 3 years recent.
I usually don't listen to Kate Bush remixes. Like I said, that was an original. That was from back in the day.
Yeah.
And I heard the Placebo. Ugh. I'm not into that kind of stuff. So awesome. We really got the crowd going tonight. I'm so happy to have all of you there. It's really awesome.
Hold on. I'm trying to find the year on the Meg Myers one.
Huh. I don't know that. I don't know about that. Aaron, you'd have to give us a breakdown. And it's interesting.
Sickle Maker. Wow.
You can read it. Whoever, when you see the chat, if you'd like to read it, you can. Somebody. Usually Christy does it, but Mike is here.
It's, because I only ever had one person say to me, that bray is the sound that a donkey makes, like horses neigh and donkeys bray. So I don't know what that even means for me.
Well, maybe it means you need to open your mouth, obviously, right? Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay, so I'm wondering if you guys are wondering. I'm wondering about the numerology and how we feel about that. If we'd all like to take a few minutes and do our own numerology. And I wanted Micah to help us.
I did my homework already. Because I'm
good. She is a good girl. You guys, Christy's a good girl. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to have to share these screens here. And Micah, I'm actually sharing our screen from when I sent you the cheat sheets. So hopefully nothing private comes up.
I don't think we were doing anything naughty.
Not too naughty. No, as long as there's no one to upset, I will tease you. As long as there's no one on the other end saying, "Bitch, that's my man." As long as there's none of that going on, we're good. Okay. How would I make that bigger?
I'm gonna go get my homework. I'll be right back.
Okay. Michael, what's that thing you push to make stuff bigger?
Oh Lord, did you have?
She said.
Oh That's what she channeled. That's what she channeled.
I'm just dead. That killed me. That's a good one. But do you see what I'm looking at here on this numerology and that nobody can read it?
Nobody can read it. It's too small.
How do I make it bigger?
Girl, I hope you're not asking me. Expand.
Full screen layout.
Expand.
Oh, that's all you get. Okay, players at home, is that bigger for you guys? No. Well, how would I know? No one's I can't see the chat or the guests or anything right now because I got the numerology paper big and I'm wondering if can you see it better now?
No.
Okay. Well,
I
it'll be
think if
there.
my screen were bigger, I could.
It'll be there. So I'm going to bring us back in on the side. Or we are there. Whoa. Hang on. Exit, full screen layout. Thank you. So everybody in the chat, get your calculators out. This is some hard math, man. Okay. So get prepared. Take a few deep breaths. No anxiety. We can get through this. So we're adding up the birth date. So let's do mine for fun. And also, I'm a priestess. I've been teaching this for frickin' ever. So I am 2111974. And that's how y'all are going to do this. So you take your own birth date and you add it up one digit at a time. Oh, good. Crystal K says she can read it. Oh, thank God. Soul Taker needs binoculars, but that's cool. You're participating. So this came from the book, The Complete Book of Witchcraft, which Micah has already made fun of. No, that wasn't Micah, but I'm sure
No,
he
I
would
don't.
make
I don't
fun
make.
of it.
Please, I don't make fun of that.
That was not Micah. That was the pagan author I had on, Chris Allen. Thank you. So my mistake. So this is The Complete Book of Witchcraft by Raymond Buckland. This is the book I taught my coven off of because it's such a general, like it covers everything. It doesn't go into very deep, but it covers just about everything that I needed to know. So hopefully y'all start putting your numbers in the chat. What you're going to do is keep adding up those numbers. So if you add me up, you get 25. If you add up my birth date, one single number at a time, you get 25. In numerology,
do you reduce?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what I'm about to do. In numerology, unless you have a master number, which is 11 is definitely a master number. Some people also say 22 and 44 and 33 and 44 do not reduce because they're master numbers, just like major tarot, minor tarot. These are master numbers. Okay. Master, major. Got it. So my 25 comes out to be 7. So my life path number in numerology is 7. And I hope to see you guys putting in your numbers real soon. Okay. So we got Fort Jones at 32, 345. That's 5. That's Mercury. We're just going to hit on this real quick and then we'll go into details. Micah, have you done yours?
I'm doing it right now.
I'm on the phone. I can't see that shot. And Aaron's energy. Excuse me. You are an 8, and I believe that is Saturn, darling. Oh, I can see it. Yep, it's Saturn. See, because I'm doing all this from
mine
memory.
reduces to 11.
Oh, you got a master number. You got the Jesus Christ number. Jesus Christ, thank a star. Do you think you're who they say you are? So we got a 22 from Crystal K. All right.
Yay.
Okay, so Pat Breeze, Elf, not in chat. I'm watching on TV so I can get all the hotness from the ladies. If you could make Micah smaller, that'd be great. Just cover him with an Oreo. He'll be fine.
Rude. Aw.
That's hilarious.
Can't cover these up.
Uh-oh, it's a gun show, ladies. Hang on a sec.
It's just me.
Really hope you're single, Micah, because your girlfriend will be pissed. Yeah, I'm Illuminati. I'm 113, which is 6. Did this once before. Oh, good for you. Excellent. And 6 is ruled by Venus.
113 is 5.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. Maybe you made a typo. We'll have to see about that, Illuminati. What's but the turtle dove? What's the turtle dove about?
Hmm.
What's that about? Okay, 5. Yeah, he said 5. Sorry. Or shit. That's 5. I swear I'm a 6 though. I do it with a calculator, dude. I don't leave nothing a chance. Personally. Oh no, 2013 is 6. I did 78 instead of 1978. That's right. You always got to put in the 19. And that's what messes up most beginning numerologists is that like, oh shit, I forgot to add the whole birth date. Or they added up. I don't know, but math has never been scientific, if you ask me.
I saw this silly TikTok where this girl was going off like, if you were born in the 1900s, like you're irrelevant, I guess. Everybody was like, oh, we're not even going to say like the 90s or the 80s or the 70s. It's just the 1900s.
Whoa. She must be a time traveler. I know what that's
Right.
like, right? Where are we going, Micah? I love when he takes our head and moves across the room with it.
I'm just getting another drink.
Awesome. I was told there would be no math. Usually there isn't. Sorry.
I was told there'd be no math.
It's simple math. It's not calculus.
Okay, Bam, if you're 36, 6, 7, 8, 9, that's a 9. If Bam is the only 9 in the audience, I sure would like to know because that's a very interesting number ruled by Mars. I had to look on that one.
What did you say you were, Corinne?
I'm a 25/7.
Is that your full name or is that just Corinne Wilson?
It's the life path, honey. So you did your birthday.
Oh, the birthday.
Yeah, if you do your name, I'm a 5. Because there's another picture here that I add to the screen that tells us more.
Right.
But did you do your birthday or your name?
I did both. My birthday, I'm a 4.
Okay. Micah, your birthday was
9/26/83. I'm an 11.
Right, 11. Okay. I need weed. Sorry. Okay, so Christy, your phone is extra. Like, do you think you could look up 11 in numerology? Because it's not going to be on here. Because pagans don't use master numbers, apparently. In fact, I never heard of a master number until I got to the psychic fairs. And then they sell these little cards, like these little laminated cards with your number on it, with your birthday and what it means and all that stuff. Very marketed.
Number 11 is considered a karmic number in numerology, which means that it is associated with spiritual awakening. This mystical number is said to offer insight, higher energy, inspiration, and creativity to those who use it.
It's the Jesus number. Can you look up master number 11 Jesus? Because that's where a lot of the information is. You're doing a great job. I'm so sorry.
I am not offended.
Thank you. I'm glad.
Let's see. Do we want to see the meaning of the number 11 in the Bible?
Well, Micah might know that one.
Biblical let's look at biblical numerology, number 11. Though number 11 follows right after number 10, that symbolizes order and responsibility. Number 11 is opposite to 10 and means chaos and payment for what have been done. Jesus,
get out of the Bible. Get out of the Bible. Get out of the Bible. This is
we're done with the Bible,
right? No, put it down. It's hurting us.
Okay.
So, Jesus is known as a master healer, and a number 11 is supposed to be the master healer number. And so that you went through dark night of the soul, you had alcoholism and these problems, and then to come through it on the other side, which is working with Charon, the planet Charon, which is what you're doing. That's the beautiful thing.
Chiron's not an asteroid?
I call it a planet, but I'm an occultist. To me, it's a Greek god. Hello.
Right.
But you're the wounded warrior hero type. I'm typifying you. I'm putting you in an archetype.
A Jungian archetype?
Well, 11. So we're doing numerological archetypes because it's all personality reading, astrology, numerology, but tarot. That's in the spot, on the moment, the now of the now,
Mhm.
you know? So I just was sorry that Raymond Buckland didn't give us an 11 so that we could tell you all about the Christ vibration. But I'm going to approach you at some point about getting your Reiki attunement, because every Jesus boy I ever met needs a Reiki attunement. So it'll help you flow that healing out easier.
My mom, actually, I get a lot of spirituality from her because although she was religious, she was into like, she does a lot of generational work to help alleviate past traumas that are passed down to me through DNA, so I don't have to work with it or deal with it. She does a lot of that for me. She's into the Kabbalah, mysticism, numerology. She's into all that stuff. She's actually the first book I ever bought that got me into. It's not esotericism. I mean, I guess it is. But the first book that ever got me into spirituality was a book called The Way of the Peaceful Warrior by Dan Millman.
Yeah, we've definitely heard of that.
And she actually gave it to me, and it just opened my mind. Not like when I found out about astrotheology and went crazy, but it just, we're all on the spiritual path. That's basically what it boils down to. We all are. And along the way, we just try and surround ourselves with people that are on our same vibration.
That's
Amen.
right. So I'd like to go through the numbers for the people in the chat so they can understand what their numbers are. Christy, can you see them well enough to read them? And Micah, I would invite you, but I don't think you can see them.
It's so small, I can't even.
I think Christy and I can knock these out. We're going to read every other one. Christy, how about you start with the sun?
Okay. Number 1, the sun, which the letters A, J, and S, if you were adding up your name. Very much the driving life force, a leader, ambitious, tends to be impatient, the explorer, the extrovert, automatically assumes command, frequently a big brother or big sister, very strong feelings either for or against, would not knowingly hurt anyone but might not realize her or his own strength, can stand being praised and is entitled to it. Praise can spur to greater things.
Yay, and the sun rules Leo.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, the moon, letters B, K, T.
The moon rules Cancer.
Thank you, Micah. You do that. That's your job. Sensitive, domestic. Boy, it sounds like Freeman Fly. Tends to be emotional, easily influenced to tears, has a fertile imagination, very fond of home, patriotic, accepts changes in surroundings. Now that ain't him. Prefers to live near the water, often possesses musical talents, and would make a very good psychic. That's number 2, the moon, Cancer.
Number 3, Jupiter, letters C, CLU.
Jupiter rules Pisces.
And Sagittarius.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, yeah.
Pisces is ruled by Neptune.
No, back in it was ruled by Jupiter. It's still ruled by Jupiter. That's kind of like a contention in astrology.
Oh, well, contentious then. Enjoy. Okay, go ahead, Christy. Sorry.
The investigator, the scientist, the seeker, an interest in the material rather than the spiritual. Ideas on religion frequently change. Has a great sense of humor, not greatly interested in money. Very trusting, yet likes to know the why and the how.
Why don't you read Uranus and tell us the planet and everything? Micah. Oh, you can't. Duh. That's why we're doing it. Okay, sorry. I forgot. Uranus, letters DMV. Yes, that's the DMV.
That's funny.
And Uranus rules?
What does Uranus rule?
My computer's acting up real quick. Hold on.
Oh no, gremlins. It's the DMV.
Right. Take a number.
Is that Aquarius? I don't know. Some people say Saturn rules us. So, inclined to appear strange and eccentric. I am strange and unusual. Because she is usually ahead of his or her time, very interested in the occult, in psychic research, inclined to anything out of the ordinary, strong
Uranus is
intuitive
Aquarius.
tendencies. Thank you. Strong intuitive tendencies, can be bitingly sarcastic if crossed. So watch out, because that's
right.
Aquarius. That's me too. Believes in liberty and equality. Now that's that Libra air. Can also predict the probable outcome of actions and businesses for sure. Definitely can. Micah, I also want to tell you that 11, some astrologers will break that down to 2, and that makes you the very, right? So you're also very intuitive with your writing and your channeling. Okay, so we're on to number 5, one of my favorites.
Mercury.
And this is what my name comes out
Virgo
to be.
and Gemini. Virgo and Gemini.
Yes. Letters E, N, W. Active, both physically and mentally, inquiring, exploring, fond of reading and researching, good at languages, would make a very good teacher, writer, secretary, makes friends easily, usually methodical and orderly, adept at simplifying systems.
Very good, Mercury. Okay, number 6 is Venus, and the letters, the joke isn't lost on me, is F-O-X, Fox.
Venus is
Nice.
Taurus, and my sign Libra.
Yay! All right, so this will sound a little bit like Micah. Gentle and refined, pleasant and sociable, usually good looking. All right. A natural peacemaker. Hey, dudes, chill. Able to soothe the ruffled feelings. Often experiences difficulties in financial fields. Not anymore. Excellent as a host or hostess. Friendly and agreeable. Also, Venus has a beautiful aesthetic for beauty, basically. Venus is all about beauty and presentation, but not empty presentation full of heart, like Aphrodite.
All right, number 7, Neptune. Letters
This is me.
G, P, Y.
Neptune is Pisces, I think, by the way.
Frequently possesses ESP, extremely psychic, introvert. Although he does not say much, he usually knows a great deal. Mysterious, often interested in psychology, psychiatry, chemistry, and botany. Knowledgeable in astrology and all fields of the occult. Fond of fishing. Inclined to take from the haves and give to the have-nots.
You
For
find
sure.
it interesting that Pisces, the 2 fish, people are interested in fishing?
Right.
Be a fisher of men. Christy,
Yep.
what was your number again?
I was 4.
4. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
I didn't point that out at the time.
I was the strange and eccentric one.
The DMV. Right?
Yes.
Where are we now? 8? Am I
Saturn.
on 8 now?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. You do it. You go for it, girl.
You want me to do it? All right.
Saturn is Capricorn, and sometimes Aquarius too.
Sometimes they say.
They say it's Aquarius, even though Uranus is Aquarius. They say that Saturn rules both Aquarius and Capricorn.
It's another contention.
Mm-hmm.
Can you have 2 rulers?
Well, it's something astrologers argue about, and you just have to figure it out yourself.
Astrology has changed over time. Let me say this.
We love your wisdom, Micah. That's why you're
Thank
here.
Yes.
The kind of stuff that I do, the work that I do in astrotheology, okay, is based on something called tropical astrology.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which is what we're basically doing right now. It's basically the 12 signs. That's what the Bible was encoded with. Okay. Now, sometimes in the Bible, when they mention the serpent, they're talking about Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer. Okay. Is when you decode it that way. Now, they knew, if you go back to Ptolemy's book in 150 AD, he outlined the 48 constellations that they knew at the time. Okay. But now we know that there's 88, but they knew of 48 at the time. Ophiuchus was one of them. Okay, so the serpent could be seen to be the snake in the Garden of Eden. The serpent can also be Hydra, the sea serpent. Okay, so there's contentions as to which goes to which. The same way that how Scorpio can evolve into the eagle, the scorpion can evolve into the eagle in astrology. You also have an eagle star called Aquila, or it's a constellation. So astrology changes slightly over the time. Now, they were aware of sidereal astrology and Vedic astrology, which uses Ophiuchus as the 13th sign. However, that's not what the Bible was written by. When you do things like the solstices and the equinox, it forms a perfect cross through the zodiac wheel. When you do not use that and you use Vedic astrology or sidereal astrology and you add Ophiuchus, suddenly Scorpio's only 6 days long. Virgo's a month and a half long. It screws everything up, so you can't find patterns when they're talking about opposing signs or neighboring signs in there.
So our Western astrologers argue over tropical and sidereal time.
Yes.
And my first astrologer teacher when I was Christy, I had an astrology teacher when I was a teenager at the place I ended up throwing the witch's ball at. Anyway, Bill, my astrologer, said, you just pick one. Because in one way I had Capricorn rising, and the other way I had Sag rising. And he's like, you have to figure that out for your personal self. And that's what I tell everybody. Just you know, you're either a smoker or you're not. Pick that and be that.
Yeah.
So that's the fight going on in our astrology. Go ahead.
Right.
This is great. I love this. Tell us more.
No, that's what I was basically saying. So all my decoding, if you guys are ever interested in my books, I'm not trying to plug or sell you guys anything.
We don't care.
All right, I'm just trying to say is that my book series that I have 6 out so far shows a lot of the hidden biblical codes, as do my videos, which I'll send to you if you email me or reach out to me. But basically, like I was saying, yeah, it is tropical astrology because they were aware of all these other constellations. The zodiac has changed slightly over time. Mostly it's been the 12 signs throughout history, but when it was in the Egyptian time, it was a little different. The Sphinx was in place of Leo, and the crab in Cancer was actually the scarab. Okay? It was the beetle. Okay, that's why St. Augustine called Jesus the good beetle, because Jesus is the solar god, and when the sun is in Cancer, he's known as the good beetle.
And that's where we got the Beatles, the band, from, dude.
Yep. Right.
Totally. Micah taught this. You guys should watch our episode with Micah, the Revelation, because there's so much amazing, like, rabbit hole stuff.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we did the Revelation episode. Yeah.
It's amazing.
That was awesome.
You watched it?
I did. Yes. I was watching.
So you see what I do?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to bring her on here green, but she already was like, who's Micah Dank? Oh, my goodness. So, like,
I was like, what?
She was excited. Cool. And then when I said, hey, I could get Micah on here with you. Oh, yeah. We're totally into this, Micah.
I know.
I also want to bring up that thing I sent you on Twitter of Hermes. Remember? Because there's symbology in it. I wanted you to tell me what it meant. So I'm bringing it up right now. And Christy, if you would continue.
Yes.
Thank you, Christy. I appreciate you.
Saturn, thank you for your appreciation. I appreciate you.
Yay.
Saturn, letter number 8, letters HQZ. Did we say what Saturn?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't. Sorry, Saturn.
We did.
Yeah, it's Capricorn and Aquarius. That's what took us off.
Yeah, and then we got in the contention, right?
Sorry. Yes. Inclined to be cold and pessimistic. Not much sense of humor. Often slow getting off the mark, but usually ends up ahead of the game. Successful, especially where money is concerned. Frequently connected with mining, real estate, and the law. Also with cemeteries and pawn shops. Believes that hard work never killed anyone. Often prepossessed with thoughts of the past. Very interesting.
Nostalgic.
And number 9, Mars. Letters.
Mars is Aries, the god of war. Aries are very, very, what's the word?
Passionate.
Very passionate, headstrong. The men tend to be warriors. I'm just doing, never mind. I'll let you finish reading.
No, that's right. I love Aries. Our friend Jason, not Burmis, is an Aries. Jason
the
from
strongest,
Kentucky.
the strongest signs for personality, the ones that are spitfires, are Aries for men, And for women, it's usually Taurus and Scorpios. Those are the ones that usually have the strongest personalities. Alex Jones and his, what you pulling, bro?
Do it again. I love Alex Jones impressions.
You gotta understand, this is interdimensional.
Oh my God. I'm going to make you do videos with me. It's amazing. You have a really good impression. Mine sucks.
Hilarious. Number 9, Mars. Very emotional, can be extremely jealous, active, though rules by the emotions, tied very much to family background, loyal, apt to be suspicious of strangers, impulsive, tends to be afraid of the unknown, often associated with surgery, physical and mental illnesses.
Yikes. I mean, that's a terrible thing. Just imagine you're a teenage witch and you just got that number and you're like, shit. But 9 is about endings. This means usually when you have a 9, it's your last life, dude. And, you know, it's okay. Everything's going to be all right. But 9 is to me, the path of 9 reminds me of the path of Virgo, because Virgos normally have very hard lives. Michael Jackson was a Virgo. And it's just like, if something's going to happen, it's probably going to happen to a Virgo. So being a 9 it's something might happen to you too, but it's your last time. So enjoy the flowers and the sunshine while you can, and you'll be off to the races in the much better places, believe me. But that's only what some people believe, because I think I chose 7 and all that good stuff. Okay.
So
all right, so I'm going to share this.
Yes.
Well, yeah, that was all the numbers. Because when you get a 10, you go back to 1, the sun.
Right.
And so this was a picture of Hermes Trismegistus, and I noticed what Hermes pointed out. He's like, why do I have a cock and all these things going on in this picture? And I was like, you know what? I bet Micah Dank might know what's going on in this picture, because he gave me an amazing lecture about symbology.
Right.
The revelation of the method.
So you have the caduceus in his left hand, right? You have the caduceus. That that's the spinal column. That's the DNA. That's the pattern. The pattern that it does. The oil, the sacred oil, going up the 33 vertebrae, 33 being the sacred number, and then lands in your pineal gland and explodes. The goat on the right, or his right, represents Capricorn. He's taming it. Capricorn is the dead of winter. So that
what is that? A yoke? I mean, what the hell is that? Is that a hat for a troll? What is that?
I don't know. I can't tell what it is, but he's basically just taming the goat.
Oh, darn.
He's taming the goat, which means he's subduing the wintry months. Because hell is winter. I've explained this before. Hell is
this
actually
Mercury?
Winter.
Is this okay? All right, go ahead.
Right, and then on the right, on his left, on his bottom foot, you see the phoenix. Right, which is
it looks like a cock to me, baby. That's what she channeled.
That's what she channeled.
Why is that not a cock?
That's a phoenix.
What makes it a phoenix? Where's the tail?
You ever pull up the cord of the pine cone?
Okay.
In Google, you'll see it's
in my fucking head.
No, the cord of the pine cone. If you were to look at the cord of the pine cone, which is the courtyard at the Vatican. The phoenixes look just like that. That's what it is. It's
actually they have paws, dude. They have paws. I think it's so can we just go with, in case it's a cock? What would it mean if it was a rooster?
I really don't think it is. I really think if you pull up that picture, it'll look identical. Does he have something in his foot? I can't really tell, because you got to understand.
It's in your Twitter. It's in your Twitter. You could make it big in your Twitter. Sorry, guys.
In his foot.
On Hermes' foot.
I think it might be Mercury, since these symbols don't seem completely hermetic. This might be Mercury Roman. But I really thought Hermes was making a joke here. I really do. And I wanted to know what the punchline was. But sometimes it's years before I find that stuff out. Yeah. Oh, there's also.
I'm trying. What?
I'm saying if you follow his belly line, I don't know how well you guys can see this, but there's like a line on his belly. It almost looks like another snake. It's kind of neat.
Oh, well, that's what I was trying to look at too. I was like, those are
What
not.
Illuminati Reloaded says. There it is.
Griffins have paws. Phoenixes are straight
telling
birds,
you
but
that.
don't they also have a? I know peacocks have a tail, but don't the phoenix also have a crazy tail too?
They have a crazy tail, but it's hidden behind Hermes.
Oh,
You can't see
well,
it.
we'll go with your interpretation since it's a joke, and we're not trying to change
Right.
the universe or anything.
Cloak,
We're okay.
The cloak, if it was colored, would be white and red. That's alchemical. That's the alchemical marriage. You
And
ever see
isn't
pictures
that
of
also
Jesus?
someone? Didn't
Jesus
you just said the alchemical marriage was red and blue? You said that on another show just now, Micah.
Well, there's more than
That
one.
was.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that because
No,
then
if
you're
you look
talking
at,
about.
like, for example, if you look at the Last Supper, Jesus and Mary Magdalene, they're both wearing red and blue. That's an alchemical wedding. But
Okay.
white also transmutes light energy, fire. The sun is not actually yellow; it's actually white. It just comes in because of how it breaks down in our color scheme. How
Right.
everything breaks down. It's actually white. So white is the light. White is purity.
Yes. We were just talking about the cloak of purity from Serapis Bay on another show. So that's very interesting.
You and I were talking about that, I think, on our last show when we were talking about the armor of God.
The armor of God, yeah. And then the red and white takes us back to Rosicrucians and also candy stripers, anything dealing with the medical. And they also took the caduceus for the medical, right?
Well, it's
right,
not just the
Micah?
Rosicrucians. It goes back even further to the Knights Templar.
Didn't I say that?
You said
I was
Rosicrucians.
thinking it. I didn't say Knights Templar. Sorry. It was up here. It never got out. I didn't mean to say Rosicrucians. So I don't know what I'm saying. That's really weird.
That's what she channeled.
Thank you. It's our new
I'm
theme.
loving that. Love it.
That's what she channeled.
It's amazing. We have really good chemistry, all three of us. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so if it's a cock, I'll quit arguing with you. It's a
It's a
phoenix.
phoenix.
It's a
It's a
rooster.
phoenix.
That's
It's a phoenix.
Chinese zodiac.
Sometimes I give mix in the Chinese because I think it's a past life thing. Like I put wood tiger first when I did my description. A wood tiger is my Chinese, not my American.
I'm a wood tiger too.
Because our year is 1974,
Yes.
but Aquarius is also tiger. So I'm a double tiger, basically.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't know what Sagittarius is because I only look for myself. I looked at myself in every divinatory system so that I could find the full me. Let's know thyself, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that Fort Jones said, DARPA, 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 because we've been saying Russia, Russia, Russia. Jason Burmis from earlier today. So we're doing a shout out to Jason Burmis and the Burmis Brigade. Thank you so much. And yeah, first it started with
It is
Hillary
not
Clinton.
a chicken. It is not a chicken.
Right. No, it's got a head. It's got a head thing. There's no way it's a chicken. That would be a boy. But we're good with Phoenix if you want to go with that. I'm cool.
It doesn't have the Balchinian thing that the
You might not see it, but it's got a little cluck.
But does the phoenix?
I don't know.
What do they call that?
A cluck.
Cluck.
Making up new words. But I think it's probably an old word. That's how that goes.
Most of the pictures I'm pulling up of a phoenix are they're on fire. So how do you know?
Do me a favor. Go to Google. Type in Phoenix Court of the Pine Cone.
Okay. I have to do that in a different window. Oh, I spelled Phoenix wrong.
PHOEN.
Okay, we're looking up the demons, right? We're going to the Vatican to look at the demons.
No, I'm not even talking about that symbolism.
Images. Well, so this isn't. Oh, yeah, I already put that. I brought it up in my head, and they look like peacocks, and that's what I thought they were. But I'm going to bring it up on screen so everyone can see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I thought those looked like peacocks too.
Yeah, I always thought they were peacocks. But I knew when you said bring it up in Google, I literally did bring it up in my head, Mike. I just want to flex about that. Ta-da! And pine cone is Persephone. I'll get into it some other time, but okay, here you go.
There they are, right there. That's what it looks like. Those are the two.
It's it's the pineal gland, right?
The pineal. Well, that's where pineal gland gets its name.
Yes,
that's why it's shaped like a pine cone. So pineal.
Micah is very smart. Yes, we love that you know these things, Micah, because we don't have to catch you up on shit. You are ready to play.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's what it is in there.
Okay, so there's two phoenixes. Okay, well, I don't care. I mean,
because if you think about it, in the ancients, you have it's the birth, it's the death and the birth. It's the death and the rebirth. That's what it shows.
Tell me about this image, if you can. That'd be great.
So you have the phoenix on the left-hand path, right? Which I'm not going to go too much into, but basically, it's the death. It's the ego death. Okay, it metaphorically dies. It's the same story of Jesus. That's why Scorpio evolves into the eagle, and then the eagle can also evolve into the phoenix. Okay, and Scorpio is the only one that does that. It's a double evolution. So the left-handed path, you have the phoenix, the metaphorical death, the pine cone, the pineal gland. It causes your resurrection. The bird on the right.
So how would we walk through it if it were a labyrinth? We'd enter on the left, and then do what with the pine cone, and then, and leave.
So wait, are you asking me if you physically went to the Vatican?
No, kind of meditation. In meditation, like if you can say this is a system and it works, I think like what happens is walk us through it.
Me and you have the same exact story. We both
pretty much. Only you don't know, Micah. Micah, I've still had awakenings. I've been hospitalized almost 20 times because I'm so psychic. Because people put me in the hospital because I'm acting like I'm on acid for a month at a time. So there's a little bit of a difference in the intensity, dude.
I'm sure there is. But nonetheless, you had the complete mental breakdown. You had the complete ego death, and then you're reborn.
That's right, baby. That's right. And the pineal gland, the pine cone, we're trying to get this out. I don't know if we can. No, it's not ready yet. Okay, we're still cooking on that one. But it does go with Persephone and the fruit of love. I'll just leave it there. You guys, in the chat, have you done anything to open your third eye? And if so, please share it with us. Okay, so
I do firebasing.
Oh my gosh, Bam from Twitch. He's on Twitch. I know like 3 people on Twitch at most, and he's one of them I know. And he brought up something that I've actually made videos about, and it is the zombie in the head. So let me get rid of this. To get to that pine cone, you have to go through your subconscious, and your subconscious could be filled with zombies, people from your ancestral bloodline, which is what your mother deals with, Micah. And I'm very interested in interviewing your mother and maybe you at the same time, but let her know.
Hell yeah. She lives in France, so we'd have to work the time out.
Oh my God, she lives in France? That is so fancy.
She lives in France. She was born there, and then after my parents divorced, she moved back. But yeah, I'll definitely get her on the podcast. I'd love to hear her story deeper.
No wonder she's so smart. But she's European. She knows stuff that we don't know because we're Americans, right?
She speaks 7 languages. Yeah.
Oh wow.
What, may we have her first name? Is that okay?
Fortune, like the word fortune with an E at the end of it.
Beautiful.
That's her first name?
Yeah.
Do you understand Dion Fortune?
No.
She was a writer better than Aleister Crowley. Actually, they were friends for a minute until he told her there's no God. And then they became sworn enemies. So a contemporary with Aleister Crowley is my favorite author. Why do I do that? because you're trying to
Dion?
say her real name. I'm trying to say her real name because I know
Doreen?
her. I know. We're getting her mixed up now because there's too many people in my head. So Dion Fortune, dude, I wonder if your mom knows about her. And she has the same name. Dion picked that, but your mom actually had it. And France is my last lifetime. Last time I was alive was Revolutionary France. So it's very close and personal to me. And I really want to meet your mom, even if she wants to do it off stream. I just want to meet her.
Yeah, absolutely. I will make that happen.
Thank you. Yay. Happy birthday.
Actually, her birthday's in 6 days.
Oh my God. Is she like my soul sister? Totally in Paris. Christy, do you mind?
Mary Austin says, first, happy born day. Second, I've been taking iodine supplements to unlock my mind. Recently, I did mushrooms in a dark room by myself. The only way to do it, Mary. Good girl.
She's a trooper.
It was the most intense journey I have been on. Yes. Did you do the Terrence McKenna prescription amount?
The heroic dose, they call it.
Yes.
You know, I sell iodine, right? I got iodine supplements. I got colloidal silver. I got all that stuff.
You are even making the ghost of my mother laugh, dude. You are that good. The peanut gallery is falling off the chairs, man. Oh, you got to be the Alex Jones voice. That is perfect.
Oh, thank you, Mary. Yeah, please. If I'd love to know if you.
Yeah, Illuminati
if
not
you did-
reloaded bone broth. We got bone broth. We got chaga mushrooms.
I'm interested in the DNA Force Plus.
Right?
This is a long one. Okay, this is another long one, Christy.
Illuminati says, what's
SB is a dude we know. SB
Okay.
from the RX Picture Show, you guys.
Okay. And another dude did one of the last shows with Tracy, right? I remember the Clive Lewis shows just after with Sloan Bella, etc.
That would be true, Illuminati. And we are getting together. Tracy Twyman, who has passed, y'all. We're getting together her friends, those who loved her, support her work, and wish she was still here. And we're going to have a live stream together. And we're still planning it with SB, a medium, there's another lady, and me, the psychic. And we're all going to see what's up together as a community for Tracy. It's really sweet.
You're turning the frogs gay.
Well, they are.
That's true. And you know what? The moment that he came out with that,
funny because it is true.
I know, because I saw the Black scientist that was talking about it, because I actually listen, no matter how weird Alex gets. I'm like, all right, I got to listen to this crap, because I grew up with Art Bell. And I heard the biggest lies most of my childhood, thinking it was all true. And then I came out here to LA on a mission from God to infiltrate the New Age occult community out here, UFO disclosure people, and found out it's all fake. And it's all about money, and it's all show business. And you know what? Somebody could have told me that, but you can't tell me shit. I have to experience it to realize it. And now, you guys, I did have something I want to say for anyone who's listening right now. Today on Rockfin, my 24-hour birthday, whoever makes the biggest tip, and I've already gotten tips, whoever makes the biggest tip gets a free tarot reading with me, face-to-face, whatever you want. Not physically, of course, but whatever you want. If you want phone, if you want anonymity, whatever you want. But the biggest tipper is getting a free reading from me.
Nice.
Have I sent you, Corinne, my books yet?
No, I'd love to see your books, even if it's just one. I don't care.
How about this?
That'd be great.
How about this? We were talking about how you have crystals.
Right, we're gonna do that.
Would you be? I mean, because I'll sign the book and I'll mail it to you. You mail me a crystal. That way, it's an exchange of energy.
Yes.
That's lovely. That's lovely.
Even better than money, dude. So much better than money.
Yes.
Guess how I'm used to doing things. We're just a bartering type of people.
Yes.
You know.
Funny enough, in my books, I have this recurring character who's on TV. His name is Blur Slanders, and he's literally Alex Jones. Like, I studied Alex, and like how I write the character, he's literally Alex Jones, and he like explains a lot of the hidden knowledge that we don't know.
I love that. And I love, you probably have Alex in your head like I do, right? He just pops in just like you just did for us.
Well, I used to be in high school and college. I used to be an actor.
Right.
I used to be an actor, and I spent about 3-4 years at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts in Manhattan, which is the most intensive acting program that you could basically go to outside of certain places. But I've done a lot of character study, so crafting characters is something that I'm pretty good at.
I can't wait to read your book, one of them that you send me signed. I love signed books.
I'm going to send you the first one.
Okay, cool. Christy, yeah, the one that came right after the breakdown, out of the breakdown. I want that.
Yeah, you're going to read that one.
Yes. Christy, what do you feel about Alex Jones? Because I don't think I've ever really asked. I wonder.
What do I think about him? I mean, I think
What
he's
is your impression? Critique him for us, darling.
I think he's super intense. Like, he's just like really excited. He really, really wants to, like smack you over the head with this information. Like, wake up.
Listen to this motherfucking shit. There you go, Micah. You can jump in.
He just wants, he really is. I do think he's coming from his heart, like he wants you to get it. Why don't you just get it? And I think that we wouldn't be where we are right now without all the effort that he's made.
I totally agree with that. Hands down. How would I ever know about the gay frog, which led to the gender agenda?
Mm-hmm.
How would I have ever known? Sorry, Micah. How would I have ever known about that unless I was listening to Alex Jones? I mean, if a spirit guide told me that show, I'd be like, what the fuck? I wouldn't believe it from a spirit guide. But he had the scientist on the show and they showed the evidence, and I totally understood, because on top of that, I had spirit guides saying gender agenda, gender agenda. I'm like, whoa, dude. Okay.
Mary, what? Message me on Twitter real quick because I can't find you. Just send me a private message.
Can we talk about the crack pipes for a second?
Oh my God. Yeah. So
I, for one, am so excited.
Are you?
Yeah.
Thank you, Aaron's energy. I'll talk to you soon over email, honey.
Much love. Was that sarcasm, Micah?
No. I mean, yes.
Okay.
100%. There is a case to be made, though, that decriminalizing all drugs ends up.
Where did that come from? Who said that?
They did it in Uruguay. In Uruguay, everything is legal, and the deaths went down, like, significantly.
Well, you know what they did to the Irish people? They let them all be on methadone, and they're basically just wastes of skin. Right? They're just sitting around high on methadone. The whole government gives it to them.
Is methadone better than heroin?
Not much. It's still pharmaceutical world. It's still the same type of issue. And you don't think of heroin as a pharmaceutical, but I do, because I've been, so maybe Micah too, maybe you've also been on some of these psychiatric drugs that feel like, even though I've never taken cocaine, boy, I feel like I'm on something that it's like roller skates in my head on a steel street.
I have ADD. I have ADHD, actually. It was very prevalent when I was younger. It's kind of slowed down a little bit, and I can kind of channel it and just use the off to the races brain when I type and when I write. Because I can plan chapters in my head while I'm writing one chapter. Like, it's to the point where I have my notes and I'm writing the chapter, I'm channeling it, and then by the time I get to the end of the chapter, it's not where I thought it was going to go. And I'm looking at it going, oh, I guess this is where the story's going now, and I have to change everything. Because I'm just a conduit for this. Cocaine for me, because I have ADHD, I was on, like, Ritalin when I was a kid. Cocaine is no different. Like, it doesn't really – cocaine actually calms me down. because of my natural sense. It doesn't actually make me, and I don't do it. I haven't done it in a very long time. But
well, and Ritalin is just one molecule
yep.
off from cocaine, and I think Adderall is like one molecule off of meth. I think.
I didn't know that. I was just guessing because that's what made me feel like, even though I've never done coke. So you are confirming this for me.
What? That cocaine and Ritalin are like
that pharmaceuticals and street drugs.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So is methadone then one molecule off from heroin? Is that?
I don't know.
I don't know chemically if that's true. It's like, I don't know. I've never done them, and I don't know, but
yeah,
the weaker form of it. Heroin was actually created by Bayer. It was used as a cough medicine back in the early 1900s. Bayer created it. The company Bayer created it. You can look up pictures of it.
And Coke?
Well, Coke comes from Coca-Cola. Because Coca-Cola, Coca is the cocaine leaf. And cola is the nut of the cocaine leaf. It's the nut in the cocaine leaf because cocaine leaves have nuts. The trees or the plants have nuts. So that's Coca-Cola. It used to have cocaine in it. In fact, there's a sister company of Coca-Cola called the Stepan Company. That is the only licensed company in the entire United States that's allowed to import coca leaves. What they do with it, I don't know. But I do know that.
Illuminati says, no, it's not terribly close, but not a morphine derivative. Okay. Coffee calms me down. Bam, VFX, you must have ADD as well.
It used to do that to me too. Caffeine, like I could take caffeine and chocolate. It would make me sleepy.
Cocaine focused me very much. Hate the farmy stimulants.
Okay, so I did want to add this to the stream. I thought I made a whole video of clips, but I want us to watch this. And there's a couple other things on my timeline. It's real short.
Yes, can we please address this?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were getting to, Christy. Like that, you were totally psychically tipping me off that there were other things to look at. Okay, we're going to have to assume that Micah has seen this. Okay, you guys, trigger warning. This woman is joking about how much Jesus loves her, that she's triple vaxxed, and her life is awesome. She's a professional comedian. Well,
Heather McDonald's. Yes.
If she wasn't before, she is now. Now she's professional. Okay.
When you faint on stage after you brag about being vaccinated.
I don't care, but I want you to know, double vaxxed, booster, flu shot, and I'm going to be honest, I have the shingle shot too. And I still get my period. What? Yes! Traveled, went to Mexico twice, did shows, meet and greets, never got COVID. Clearly, Jesus loves me the most. Seriously. So nice. So nice.
Boom.
When you faint on stage after you brag about being vaccinated.
I don't care, but I want you to know.
You know how Twitter do. It just restarts the thing again.
I mean, you know, this is not like.
Have you heard about the people with the vax lately? That HIV is in the spike proteins, and some people.
Dude, if you were listening to The Last American Vagabond, you'd have known that 2 years ago. He was on it right when India first said there is HIV in the vaccine. We're finding the evidence. Right then and there, we knew. But it's like 2 years later, people are finally.
Want to hear something crazy about channeling and like predicting things?
Yes.
When you get to my fourth book, and I'll send my first book to both of you.
Oh, nice.
Thanks.
I'll sign it.
Very
yes.
nice.
You'll just message me your address. My fourth book I wrote in 2017. Okay? And I'm going to tell you the plot of it. Okay? I wrote it in 2017. I had to write a disclaimer in the book saying I wrote it in 2017. It's called Pangea's Pandemic.
Aha, Pangea. I worked with Pandora. You worked with Pangea. I was 2017 with Pandora.
Pangea's Pandemic. There's a Japanese jellyfish called the Irukandji jellyfish. This is the plot of the story. There's
I love
a Japanese jellyfish called the Irukandji jellyfish. And it's a very specific jellyfish because this particular jellyfish, this only jellyfish in the world, when it stings you, it fills you with fear and leaves you with an impending sense of doom to the point where you're begging people to kill you.
I dated that guy.
So
Is that for real?
My book story, yeah, no, 100%. 100%. So my story revolves around a very evil corporation that takes this protein that does that and manufactures it in the global flu vaccine.
My God, that's an amazing idea, Micah.
I wrote that in 2017, and then look at what happens now.
So your disclaimer is like, dude, don't blame me. And I did the Persephone, the Art of War, just before this stuff happened, because that's when I was told to do it. But I knew in 2018 this shit was going to go down, but not this intense. And no one knew it was going to happen so soon. I've polled the audience, and nobody knew the New World Order is going to take over so very quickly. And we are going to get back to the craft pipes, by the way, you guys.
Yes. I have to ask my friend, because my very good friend who got, and this was, I feel like, I don't remember if it was 2019 or 2018, but it was way before we ever heard about, this even happening in China. He got very, very sick. They didn't know what was wrong with him. And he had because they ended up testing him for HIV and it came back positive, but then they tested him again and it came back negative. So is that part of...
Now they're talking about Prince Harry comes out and he says everyone should get HIV tested.
Did he now? I missed that.
So did I.
Yeah, that was today.
They're vampires.
Today.
Those royals are
Prince Harry
vampires. You know they come from Vlad the Impaler.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Illuminati is shouting out Jamie Deluxe so much that I'm going to shout out Jamie Deluxe too. Jamie Deluxe. Okay, good. I'm adding this to the stream. So this is my Twitter from today, and that's where the crack pipe stuff is. So that's why we're here. And you can see I got a beautiful birthday message from none other than Sean Young.
Nice.
And she was in Blade Runner, you all. She was in a lot of stuff. But for me, she'll always be the replicant in Blade Runner. And I know her through Freeman Fly because how would I know her otherwise? So I'm just going to scroll here, like we do. There's this one.
I love this. You'll own a crack pipe and you'll be happy.
Can you
the World Economic Forum.
Can you share that on my wall?
Yeah. How?
I still just want to see it.
Post it on the wall.
I want to see Oprah going, you get a crack pipe and you get
there's one of those. There's one of those too.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, really? Because I thought that. I did that joke. Was that with you, Christy?
Yes.
You get a crack pipe?
Yes.
Oh my God. That's hilarious. Okay, so we've got Eye of the Doodle Bug. This is the Last American Vagabond. They totally nixed his account. So this is his new account, you guys. And always follow me on Twitter for Burmis and American Vagabond, Whitney Webb, all these people. In fact, this was your show, Micah.
Which
you
one?
were here. So I
want to know why Prince Harry is... Why is Prince Harry saying, was it just like a PSA? Like, hey.
Look it up. Look it up.
I will. Let's get through this first.
Okay.
So Micah was on Aeon Byte with Miguel Connor and also Truth Seeker. And if you look up Miguel Connor, Truth Seeker, or Micah on my channel, I have done interviews with all three of them. And I was a little sore that I wasn't invited.
Truth Seeker.
He's
Truth
awesome.
Seeker's amazing. Have you ever heard him? Have you heard of him before?
Yeah, he was on my show.
No, I know he was on
I
your
only just saw him last night in that thing that you were, the show that you were with him on last night. I was like, again, I was like,
you've ever listened to his music, if you like rap, he's an esoteric rapper. He raps about like Enochian magic and spirits and everything.
I'll give it a try. Rap is definitely not my thing, but
he sings too, though. He's got a good voice.
Oh yeah, this is the other one I play. So here we go with the New World Order. Governments have become the ultimate bullies. Suicides triple. Bully victims have the highest risk for suicide at cdc.org. They said that. So if you want to look at that thread with the leather daddies, but this is what I wanted to play for us. Nish has her own show, and they are the Obelisk. And I've been on the Obelisk.
I've done Nish's show. I love Nish.
Very cool. We should all do a show together. That's what this is all about. So you can look it up on my channel. You'll see me with Nish. And then Micah, do you have a place where you put all your videos, like on a web page?
If you go to my Twitter real quick, I'll show you.
Oh, wait. Well, I'm gonna have to play this because I won't be able to get back here.
Okay, all right, play that, and then
okay. So can you read this, or do I need to, Christy?
I can't read it. You guys can probably, Christy, you and
the there is no way.
Yeah.
Okay. There's no way that I am buying into the hopium. It's too easy considering the amount of years, monies, and slow burn social engineering that got us here. They stretched it out as long as they could and now are giving in. There is a time element here.
So these are the rules that we have to follow.
It's because of my list of
rules for surviving Zombieland.
Am I alive when everyone around me has turned to meat? It's because of my list of rules. Rule number 1 for surviving Zombieland: cardio. When the virus struck, for obvious reasons, the first ones to go were the fatties. Poor fat bastard. You had to get a gun and learn how to use it. Which leads me to my second rule, the double tap. In those moments when you're not sure the undead are really dead, don't get all stingy with your bullets. I mean, one more clean shot to the head. And this lady could have avoided becoming a human Happy Meal. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Rule number 2, Ziploc bags. You got enough problems. Moisture shouldn't be one of them. It wasn't long before the zombies began to get clever. When you're at your most vulnerable, somehow they could just smell it.
Can't a guy take a dubber in peace?
Don't let them catch you with your pants down. Rule number 3, beware of bathrooms. As zombies began to outnumber humans, well, that's when you had to cut all emotional ties. If the girls in your neighborhood are now fucked up little monsters, well, maybe it's time to stop driving carpool. You had to focus on your own survival, which leads to rule number 4. Pretty basic. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy ride.
Are you guys ready for Zombieland? Woo! COVID 1984! Ah!
Motherfucker.
Is that what that movie is, Zombieland?
It's a funny movie, and the second one's pretty good too.
Okay, you totally get the point, and I'm going to share Micah's Twitter.
Did either of you watch, I think it's called Daybreak. It's on, or Daybreakers. It's on Netflix. Matthew Broderick is in it, but it's a zombie, like, it's a TV show.
Joey from Friends?
No,
Matthew Broderick, Ferris Bueller.
Yeah.
Oh, war games. Okay. Would you like to play a game? Now, Micah, if I clicked that following thing, it said I'm already following you and that I should unfollow you.
Sorry, don't do that. If you look at my pinned tweet, that right there, all my. So I don't know. Do you know Mark Steves from my family thinks I'm crazy?
My family thinks I'm crazy is on Rockfin, I think.
Yeah. So he basically hosts all my stuff. So that website, Alt Media, right there, has all my videos. But
great!
But if you reach out to me direct, I'll give you the best of them, because I do. It's like a bunch. It's like there's so many repeats in it that I could just give you like one of each.
Well, there's dude. That's what you're looking for. Decoding the Bible, Zodiac, Astrotheology, Venus, and 6 apart. I don't know what that says.
6 feet apart.
Okay. Oh, social distancing.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, I think I could do this if I hit yes. All right, so there's a few more crack pipe things, right? Because they were so funny. So we got that one from the World Economic Forum. And I kind of populated my list. Yeah, I wanted to play this one too. So this is a 2-minute 18 clip. This is long enough for someone to run to potty. And I really wanted to play this on my birthday.
I shared that one too. It's the best.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, Christy, you'll like it. But you guys can take a break if you like. We're going to chill out with Joe Rogan and Alex Jones for a minute. They're going to be welcome to my world. Okay. Wait, did I add it yet? Yes, it's up. Oh, I'm doing it. Okay, cool.
Have you ever had an interdimensional experience? You want to meet the devil? Oh, yeah. So, I feel like I'm in another dimension right now. What the hell? Oh, my God. I feel like, you not feel this? It's going on. I mean, what the hell's going on here? It's not just marijuana. Doing acid and ketamine. Like hardcore psychedelics. Ha ha ha! It's happening. Oh my God. What the fuck? It's the end of the world. We're all gonna die. You are dead. You're dead. There's no getting around it. That's just death. Jesus Christ. This is just death. Death. This is death. Death. Oh my God, I'm like dead. Death. Ha ha ha! Damn, how did we get here? I don't know what's going on. Whoa. What's real? Think about that. We need to fucking tighten up our belt. Feel the air. What's
Gotta tighten up our belt.
That's
Get this
hilarious.
business. I wanted to play that so bad on my birthday.
That is hilarious. They weren't really smoking LSD, were they?
No, it was a compilation clip.
Okay.
Oh, here it is. Biden admin to fund crack pipe distribution to advance racial equality. 30 million program will provide smoking kits to vulnerable communities.
I mean,
we did it, Joe. Free crack pipes for Black History Month. I mean, you can't make this shit up. It's so sarcastic. It is evil shoving your face right in the poo. That is what evil is doing right there. Hello.
I mean,
and you all, if you haven't heard of Black Pegasus, this guy over here on the right here, he's really great. So he's at Black Pegasus.
I started to watch one of their videos earlier. I got to get back to it.
I used Black Pegasus in a clip where they were talking about rainbow dildo monkeys that were actually people dressed in costume, right? I put that in my video.
Yeah,
because
the
they were
library.
They were entertaining children.
Yeah,
and then we also went into that the monkey people weren't reading books at the library, but the drag queens were. The monkey people were out at more like festival type environments. But that's Black Pegasus, y'all. And of course, there's I'm having Robert Phoenix is my last thing, I think. Having Robert Phoenix come on the show very soon. And we're going to do a show with him. And I've made a video to introduce you to Robert Phoenix, just the way I did when we made a video with Jason Burmis. Okay. So that's the Crack Pipe Joe. And that's what they're doing. They're literally murdering people. People have free will, but when you're tempting and they have grown up very poor and they have nothing to look forward to, that's usually going to put you in a depressed state to where you want something to make you feel better. And if there's a crack pipe vending machine on the corner, you might just go ahead. And the thing is as we know, as conspiracy theorists, these are eugenicists. The people who are in charge right now want to mess with our DNA. They want God's job. That's exactly what they want. But the problem is the thing running them is pure evil. It is evil. They are run by evil. We are run by light. They are run by darkness, the lack of light. And they're run by that thing that we call evil. Whew. And that is the thing that's creating all of this. These are just puppets or minions of that one force that we call evil. And as Jedis, I hope that we all start to get that understanding of good vibe, bad vibe, and good force, bad force, and the goodies versus the baddies, and that we can see it more clearly coming out in our world. Because Hermes has told me for at least 15 years that things were going to get so ridiculous in our reality, so laughable, that nobody would take it serious anymore. And I said, oh my God, that's a great trick, because it'll blink you right out of your ego stupid head, and it will blink you right into the reality of reality. And those of you who have tripped with a somewhat clear mind, that's the true reality. So when your third eye is open and the vibration of earth is high, then you're also going to be a child of nature, is what I call it. And Micah and I both went through difficult awakenings because of our society, not because of ourselves. So just to understand, we're going to be going towards more the nature people type of stuff, and any plans you can make to get closer to nature right now is going to help you in the future. I'm stepping off my soapbox. Boop.
Going back to when you were saying about Uruguay, just decriminalizing everything and how it's helped. This does not seem like that. If that's what this was doing, then we would legalize.
They're not
marijuana.
Decriminalizing it.
Right. Yeah. We would legalize marijuana. We would, go ahead and do all those things.
What happens if you get caught with the Biden crack pipe with crack in it? What happens then?
Right.
I didn't see that in the proposal.
Right.
I didn't see.
You're going to the for-profit prison.
I was actually listening to a podcast today. And one of the guys wrote in because the host on yesterday's show was like, I don't understand. Like, how much are crack pipes? How much is this shit?
Portugal.
And someone wrote into him and he read it today and he goes, apparently a crack pipe, and you know how there's that like filter that cleans it.
Yeah, it's
No?
just a regular fuzzy
Like a pipe
filter.
cleaner?
Like a
Right,
pipe
yeah.
cleaner. That's $1, and a crack pipe is actually only $1.
You know, in LA,
Wow.
they have crack pipes at the convenience stores, like the gas station. I was going to go get like a weed pipe, and I was like, what the hell is this thing? And how do you smoke weed out of it? And they looked at me like I had 10 heads. I didn't know what a crack pipe looked like. But they are cheap. The thing you understand that they want more addiction. That's why we have all the beer commercials. Why my dad was an alcoholic. They are programming us with the worst of the ego, the worst of humankind, so that they can kill us easily. And if they kill us, then they kill light. And that's the good versus bad.
You got to understand is that alcohol, what it does is see things like marijuana, hallucinogens, they raise your vibration. That's why they're illegal.
Right.
But something like alcohol.
Bob Marley. Sorry.
Alcohol lowers your vibration. It brings you to your reptilian midbrain.
It's a depressant.
It's a depressant, but it brings you to your reptilian midbrain where all you could think of is 3 things: food, sex, sleep. That's all you pursue when you're drunk. That's it. So that's basically how they want everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, automatons. And eventually they'd like to make us robots with the transhumanism agenda, which is starting with the ID rollout, the track, trace, database society, right? Whew, I don't think this is going to finish. I don't think we're going to live in the dystopian films. I mean, look at what's going on in Canada. Can we get a hey for Canada?
Hey,
right?
Hey.
Take off, you loser. Take off to the Great White North. Was it the Mackenzie brothers, dude? They're drinking beers with the truckers, right? What'd you say, Christy?
Hoser. Take off
Hosers. Yes, the hosers. Are we totally over your head, Micah, because we're older than you and we remember the Mackenzie brothers?
Yeah.
Strange Brew. They actually had a movie.
Strange Brew. Yes.
That's right, dude. See, I like being older because we have awesome nostalgia. You guys have crap nostalgia. No, I'm kidding. You still have good stuff. But really, the kids these days really don't have much. That's really, I mean, what are they going to look back on? Britney fucking Spears?
Right.
Who do you look back on, Micah? I know you like rap music and stuff. Like what's your high school?
I listen to everything. I literally, except for heavy metal. I don't like heavy metal or death metal. But I listen to everything.
Even country?
There's nothing wrong with country.
Says a girl who lives in Kentucky.
Yes.
I can't stand it. I've lived, there most of my life.
There's good country. Oh my God.
Patsy Cline.
I actually, yes, Patsy Cline's amazing. But I actually just heard for the first time that, I don't know, something about killing Earl. The Dixie Chicks did it. It's an amazing song. Like Earl had to die.
Earl Haggard?
No, Earl.
That's Merle.
It's Earl, whoever Earl is. He was an abusive man. He's just the character in the song, and it's like Earl had to die.
I did like that one that smashing up the headlight song. Was it?
Oh, that was Carrie Underwood. Yeah.
That she smashed up that dude's car because he cheated on her. What was that? Sing it. Can you sing it for us?
Oh my God. I took a Louisville Slugger to both headlights, slashed a hole in all 4 tires. Maybe next time he'll think before he cheats.
Woo! Give it up to Christy. And I did have a request, Christy. I have a request.
Yes.
I was putting on my makeup and I heard Hermie singing to me, and I was like, I want to hear Christy sing that song to me. So I know you know it. It was in The Wedding Singer. We all know this. So I'd like you to sing a bar from China Girl.
I don't know China Girl. I gotta look up the lyrics.
She'll look it up.
You're talking about David Bowie. Oh, it's 11:11 here, by the way.
Woo woo, 11:11. Yeah, on 2/11. Take your screenshots, everybody.
Are you talking about
the
David
original
Bowie?
song? Yeah, the original song "China Girl" was, which some people don't know, was Iggy Pop. because he was dating a beautiful China girl who was helping him get off of heroin. And when he got better and he got off heroin, his angel flew the nest. She totally left him. It's like, great, now I'm better and you don't want to stick around. But that was his beautiful China girl. And I think Bowie might have been a little jealous. Like, oh my God, she is so hot. And redid the song.
All right, ladies, I love you tremendously, but I've got things to do in the morning, so I have to take off.
Me too.
We appreciate you, Micah. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
You almost
Micah.
made it. You almost made it to the 3-hour mark, Micah. You are a trooper.
I'm sure I'll be back on. I'll talk to my mom too if you want to do
Thank
it.
you.
Yes. Yeah.
Fortune.
Oh,
Fortuna. Okay.
I actually learned recently that my great grandmother on my mom's side, her last name was La Tulipe.
French.
Yeah. I will message you, Micah, because I've got a couple of questions. But
yes, please do.
Yes,
and we'll have a show where we focus more on you, Micah. I swear. But it's my birthday.
It's okay. I had a great time. I love it.
Give us your socials again, please.
Okay, Twitter, Real Mr. Dank, spell out Mr. Facebook and Instagram, Micah Dank.
And his books are available.
Yeah, reach out to me. I'll sign them. I'll send them direct. Yeah, so just reach out to me on that. But happy birthday, Corinne.
Thank you, Micah. I appreciate you.
Corinne.
Okay, let's do this again sometime. This was fun.
Awesome. Sweet dreams.
Well, I'll do. Thanks. Bye.
I love the professionals. They just remove themselves from the stream and I
Right.
don't have to do anything about it. I swear we were on a topic. I swear we were talking about something.
Well, you were wanting me to sing, but
Oh, right. Yeah,
I
the
don't
China
know if I'm
girl.
singing this one.
Okay, well, maybe we'll just play it. Okay,
There
we'll
you
play a
go.
little bit of China Girl and we can sing along, you
There
guys.
you go.
That'll be fun. But when I was a little girl, the reason why my spirit guide was singing this to me and why I know the story behind the song is because when I was a little girl, everyone, no matter, I moved all the time to different places when I was a little girl. And no matter where I went or what I did, people assumed I was Asian. I thought, wow, that's really
funny.
weird. Everyone thought like I was not like mixed. They literally thought I was Asian. And I don't think I mean, they say I looked it.
I had a boy tell me once that because he was really into Asian girls. I'm like, why are you dating me? He's like, you kind of look Asian. I'm like, do I? Do I though? No.
Well, I figured it out.
Girl.
Yeah, we're gonna get there in 1 second. I figured out that the reason why is because I'm Native American, and Native American, there's a land bridge, and there was some shit going on in the past, and we're basically the same blood. So
Right.
I totally got it. But also Buddhist past life. I've definitely been Hindu, Indian, and Americans can't tell the difference between those races and stuff. Not like I couldn't usually either. But here we go. So you sing along. You've got the lyrics. You can sing along, right, Christy?
If you insist.
Oh wait, I don't insist. I love your
I
voice.
mean, it's your birthday.
It is my birthday.
It's your birthday. Go
And
Corinne. It's your birthday.
I listened to a streamer called Lil Simsy, and she plays Sims, and she's 20 nothing, like she's just a
Cute.
child. But I
Mhm.
watched Lil Simsy, and I didn't get to get my birthday song today, so I was thinking that Christy would give me my birthday song because you know Lil Simsy's always doing a birthday song for people. Okay, is it on the stream? It is. Okay, so I'm gonna make it big. It's fun. Yay. Thank you, Rockfin, for not
Right.
censoring us.
Seriously. It's been a long time since I've seen that video. It is getting to be like kitten rodeo hour around here.
What time are we at now? I've lost where the time says it's time.
2:50. We've been on for almost 3 hours. 10 minutes shy of 3 hours.
Wow. Okay, well, I'm good. If you're good, if everybody party's good. Oh wait, Peter Thiel. Okay, Peter Thiel and little Susie Wojcinski. Right, got triggered again. Okay. So that's politics, you guys. Man Ray of Hope says that. Some people won't like the DJ. Some people will. So I want to thank,
yes.
I want to thank everybody. Bubblegum douche dude, or chick, I'm not sure. Thank you so much for the Rockfin tips. 2 different tips from Bubblegum douche, and we will add that up to see who made the most in tips, like who gave the most donation.
Won? Who wins the reading?
The free tarot reading. So whoever donates before midnight in California time, whoever donates the most gets a free session with me. Okay, you guys? So that was my little deal here. I thought that was fair and nice for everyone.
Yes.
Good.
You didn't see the happy birthday song I left you on God Is Your DJ.
I have not. Let's go there. I haven't been really around the Facebook much today because, when I got up, I had to hit the ground running.
Yes.
What song is that? All Star.
Happy birthday.
Well, no, All Star. Hit the ground running.
Yes.
Yes. How's that go? All that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break them all. Yeah, that's me.
It's a cold place and say it gets colder.
Yeah, you know the words to that. See, cool. I shouldn't have sprung the Bowie on you. I am so sorry. I thought since it was in the Wedding Singer that maybe everyone knew it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I know the song. That's just not one that I know by heart.
Okay, here we are at God Is Your DJ, y'all. If you are still on that dinosaur we call Facebook, then
like all the old people like me.
Yeah. So, aren't you younger than me, Christy?
By
a minute.
By 9 months.
Well, there you go. You're younger. You're a whole other baby younger than me. So this is God Is Your DJ. You can see we have almost 800 members, but it's been up for years and years. And we have the members we do have participate and understand the concept that when we get a psychic song, we've got to look at the lyrics. It's someone is trying to tell us a message. The messengers, we listen for the messengers. And this is how we share the messages we get. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay.
I have to reprimand a kitten.
Okay. Christy is on cat patrol, y'all. She's got two baby kittens. So she definitely has her hands full. Okay, she's back already. All right, great. I think it's the first one.
Yes.
Do you want to read what? I'll read it since it's to me. So Christy Bray, 14 hours ago, was on God Is Your DJ, right? And she posted happiest of birthdays to creatrix and psychic extraordinaire, Corinne Wilson. Yay, you guys. Yay. Okay. And then she sent me happy birthday by Altered Images. Whoops. Oh, that's my niece. I guess she had to pop up. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Madison. She's my niece. She lives here in Los Angeles. And Madison Rose, that's her real name, actually. She uses her real name. And that's Better Off Alone, her latest video. She is a pop star. Isn't that wild? And her mom works for Disney. So we are a weird family because we're a bloodline, and that's what happens in bloodlines. But if you watch her video, she's a young lady. She's not even 30 yet, so be kind. She's kind of doing the bad Illuminati thing, right, Christy? I don't know if you've seen her videos.
I've not, but I will take a look at that one.
Yeah, I like the sound, and her voice is amazing and all kinds of wonderful stuff. So did this pop up? Yeah, no. Okay. No, I have to share it in a different window. That's the problem. Yeah. So we'll get there. That's why I couldn't show you Madison either. This is all very complicated, y'all. So we're going to share screen, stop share screen. Okay. And altered images. Happy birthday. And I'm going to make it big and make sure the volume. There we go, Christy. I'm watching.
Happy birthday, beautiful.
Woohoo! Yay! Thank you so much. I love dancing on stream. It's so much fun. We need to be able to make a concept for a nightclub on stream.
Right?
That would be awesome.
Yes.
Okay. So, Christy, I'm going to give you the floor for a minute. I feel like with another guest, maybe you got run over a couple times, so sorry about that. Well, I'm Libra Moon. I'm such a hostess. You know, everything that must be perfectly equal, perfect all the time. So I'm just chilling.
No,
Okay.
me too. I'm just hanging out with you for your birthday, celebrating you. Very grateful for you.
That's amazing. So it's 8:29. I think we're going to wrap up soon, right? Because like it's late where you are.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Been a long day. I have a long day tomorrow. But you know, it is the year of the water tiger, right? We
Yes.
are, yes, we
I'm a wood tiger. I'm a
right.
wood tiger, so I'm still a
Yes.
tiger. It's
Yes.
still my year.
Yes. Yes.
But I'm not a water tiger. I'm a get in your face tiger.
Yes, we are the wood tigers. Let me see though. What does it mean? Because I looked this up the other day. What does it mean if you were born?
You might be a wood tiger too if it's yearly.
I am. Yes, I am.
So 1974 babies. Y'all are wood. Wood is an element, and tiger is like the sign.
You know, because I figured this out, and then I was laughing because of Tiger Woods.
That is funny. I never thought about that.
Like, no, I am not Tiger Woods. What happens if you're born in the year of the tiger? Years of the tiger to be natural leaders.
Eye of the tiger, baby.
Eye of the tiger. They are adventurous, ambitious, and have a strong sense of justice, but maybe also a little arrogant and impetuous.
Maybe. So what? Kiss my ass.
Oh my gosh. It is definitely kitty rodeo time.
No.
Yes. But the Bengal Tigers.
Illuminati, I did not know that.
You know the stream got shut down twice?
It was probably copyright. It's all good.
Oh.
So the Bengals, right? Hooday.
Yeah. Hooday.
So you guys we're from Ohio, and the Bengals are our football team, and we're both tigers. And so I'm actually a white Bengal tiger is my spirit animal. White Bengal tiger. So weird.
Nice.
That we were born there, right?
Right.
Do you see how that works? I love that. And Bam actually likes Tiger Woods. And Bam, this is the first stream you've been in of mine. And I want to thank you for being here. I know you came over from Twitch over to the YouTube, and I hope you didn't get hurt doing that. But thank you so much for supporting your fellow Twitcher. Even though I only have like 3 subscribers on Twitch, I'm always streaming there. But tonight, I believe I tried to stream to Twitter. So we'll see if that worked at all. And I want to give you the floor, Christy. So we have this. What's your socials again?
I am just Christy Bray on Facebook. Hold on, I'll show you.
So Bam, you and I are on Twitter, and I tagged Christy in the birthday greetings on Twitter. So like the birthday links, Christy and Micah are both linked there. Oh, there you go. That's your Facebook.
That's my Facebook. Is that in focus? There we go.
Yeah, I can see it great.
Awesome. And let's see. Because this is, technophobe. Well, now that it's linked, but it looks like Instagram, my picture is the same. But there I am, Fairy Archer, FAERYARCHER. On
And
what
Rev
am
B.
I on Twitter?
It's
Yeah.
Rev B. Christy.
My email is Rev REV Christy B CHRISTIEB at Gmail, and that should lead you to me. And
That's very, very similar to your Twitter name.
yeah,
Sorry,
okay.
that's very similar to her Twitter name, y'all.
Yeah, I am on Twitter too. Unfortunately, I just don't do a lot of these things. So if you contact me and got friend requests.
Yay!
And if it takes me,
Those cats are tearing the place apart.
they are insane. They're like, Mom, we're paying attention, Corinne. Pay attention to us. Yes. Yeah.
That's
Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah.
And I'm at Occult Priestess. I try to make it real simple. occultpriestess.com and at Occult Priestess. And I don't know, you're on my channel right now. So pretty easy to find me. And Christy, I wanted to end this way, especially with the Kate Bush song, I Lost My Virginity to. And
yes, let's.
We won't tell the story, obviously.
Thank you.
No, I'd never do that to you. But we're all good. So we're going to show, and you guys, I'll be reminiscent maybe. No, I just love this song. And I think it's a gas to tell you that I lost my virginity to it, because it's true. It was really the whole album, but this was the actual moment.
Nice.
Hilarious. Okay, so I got to make it big. And we're all going to say goodnight to Christy and Core, because we're going to let this follow us out. And we love Kate Bush. So happy birthday. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to
happy birthday.
Get in contact with me if you think you tipped the most, but I probably have your email somewhere. So I will look it up. Whoever tipped the most. If I can't find you, I will make a video to find you. Okay. And Illuminati, I do not name. It was a greasy, sleazy, snappy shack. Was it Snappy Shack? What's the name of the convenience store in Heathers? Because JD made a big deal out of it. There's always a Snappy Shack wherever you go. Okay, so we're gonna head out, guys. Christy, you want to give your bye-byes?
Be kind to each other, love each other, and
remember, we're all just walking each other home. Right? Yeah. Say it.
Remember, we're all just walking each other home. So look both ways. And,
I love it. You added to that. I love that.
Try not to get run over.
That's what she channeled. That's amazing. I love it. And thank you, everyone, for being here. You guys are awesome. And thanks for the new people, too. We're going to finish this off with some Kate Bush, my favorite person. Yay.
Yay.
We are going into the sensual world after all this crap business is over. So welcome to the future, kids.
He said I was a flower from mountain. in the sensual world. You don't need words, just one kiss, then another. Stepping out of the page into the sensual world. Stepping out of the page into the sensual world. Then I rose of desire, write the speech. Yes, and then he whispered, would I? Yes, he said, yes, from mountain flowers. And at first with the charm around him, yes, he loosened it so it slipped between my breasts. He'd rescue it, and his spark took life in my hand. Yes, I said, yes, not yet.